that you use the last 6 months to upskill yourself. And even as you journey ahead into the next phase, I'm excited for what lies ahead of you. Tech for Them is committed to every one of you. And with this point of mine, I would like to say congratulations to you once again. And it always gives me great joy and privilege to always introduce somebody very dear to all of us and dear to you as well. Gives me great privilege to introduce our executive director in person of, or rather our quintessential executive director in person of Oladiwura Oladipo, and she'll be giving remarks. Hi Dura, good to see you. Good morning. Over to you.
Okay, hi ladies, hi everyone. I feel like I'm the most excited person here for you guys today. Like, I feel like I'm literally the one that has gone through that 6 months of intensive training. I know I've had several conversations with you, and I did tell you that we'll be at the end cheering for you, right? So, well, here we are. So congratulations first to everyone. That's the beginning of my address today. So welcome everyone. Welcome Women Techsters Fellowship Class of 2024. I am super excited, as in super duper excited. I feel like I can't even find the right words in terms of how excited that I am for you. I mean, you came, you saw, you conquered. I see a lot of like what do they call, like posts on LinkedIn, on social media platforms, you guys being like super excited about, you know, how far it is that you've come. If you don't know how far it is that you've come, I'm sure that Blessing did mention a bit to tell you how far it is that you've come. I think that at this point, you can pat yourself on the back, you know, you can hug yourself, you can say, I made it. You can look at your neighbor if you have like your family or your friends around you and tell them, look at me, I made it, right? I did not think I would make it, but I made it. And that is something that, you know, that is super exciting for us to kickstart the career week here today. So it brings me so much delight to say a very warm welcome to everyone, of course, the Women Techsters Fellowship Class of 2024, and every other person who is present here today. As we commence the Women Techsters Fellowship Career Week, this event marks a very significant milestone in the Women Techsters Fellowship. Firstly, because it signifies a halfway journey for you guys who are the fellows who just ended this very intensive 6-month learning phase of the fellowship. In fact, the last 6 months has been so intense. I will go on LinkedIn and there's that I will laugh because I would see some posts like, oh my God, I'm about to give up. I'm just tired. Like this fellowship program is probably not for me. But then I saw a lot of people go through that phase and conquer. And I'm also very excited about that. That's number one. The second reason is also because the career week signifies or serves as a platform to showcase the technical expertise of our Women Techster Fellows to the esteemed employers within the technology sector. Well, I think we can think of it as some sort of debutante or like the coming out of the fellows for the people who watch the Bridgerton. So this year, we take a very great, immense pride. I feel like I should do like some drums roll kind of thing, right? We take very immense pride in presenting a cohort of over 1,500 women Techsters fellows from across 26 countries. And these countries are Nigeria, Algeria, Botswana, DR Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, Gambia, Ghana, Kenya. You can say whoop, whoop. I mean, if I'm calling your country and you can hear it, right? You're super excited. Kenya, Madagascar, Morocco, Rwanda, Sierra Leone, South Africa, Tanzania, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Libya, Benin Republic, Cameroon, Lesotho, Malawi, Namibia, Senegal, and Tunisia. These women, all the wonderful women who are here today, you know, these women, their mothers, their daughters, their wives, their students, their workers, and, you know, all of them have successfully completed our rigorous 6-month technical training program and are now poised to make a mark on their world. It is important to mention at this point, and this is one thing that gives me so much joy and pride, that the Women Techsters Fellowship Class of 2024 ended their learning phase with an 85% completion rate. I mean, a whooping 85% completion rate. This is amazing because, and it's quite a significant achievement for a 100% focused or 100% women focused program. So ideally, according to statistics, it's like women-only educational programs have an average completion rate of 35 to 50%. And for the Women Techsters Fellowship Program for this year, we had an 85% completion rate. I don't know if it was blessings, threats that worked, but I know that beyond that, I mean, we had quite a number of dedicated women who did want to, change their career trajectories, also wanted to make, a difference in the technology space. And this is definitely a significant milestone that we're celebrating. So I'd like to start by saying that, acknowledging the prevalent gender disparity in the technology ecosystem, where, women presently occupy merely a 26.7% of all technology-related roles. We at Tech for Dev are committed to bridging this gap by equipping women within the ages of 10 to 40 with the necessary skills to become contributors in the industry. To achieve this, we designed the Women Techsters program, which is currently Africa's largest free digital skills to employability program, designed to support girls and women from low-income and marginalized communities across Africa with free digital education and skills to access decent work and entrepreneurship as a pathway to improved economic livelihood. Women Techsters is a blended model of advocacy, community-centered learning structure, technical and soft skills multi-competence training, mentorship, job matching, and entrepreneurship, creating the right environment for women between the ages of 10 to 40 years to thrive in the digital economy. Our audacious goal is to empower 5 million women across Africa with digital and technology skills by 2030 through two major approaches. One is our advocacy program, which is the Tech Girls Drive and Women Techsters Open Day, and our empowerment interventions, which is the Women Techsters Bootcamp, Masterclass, and Fellowship Program. The Women Techsters Fellowship is a comprehensive 1-year-long virtual learning initiative comprising of 6 months of intensive training, followed by a 6-month career phase characterized by internships and an enrollment in an entrepreneurship empowerment and mentorship program. This holistic approach aims to equip women with sought-after technology skills and confidence necessary to establish successful careers in technology and technology-driven enterprises. Our fellows who are here today are proficient in a wide array of in-demand technology skills, such as software development, product design, data science and engineering, product management, 3D modeling and mixed reality, mobile application development, blockchain, and cybersecurity. Throughout this career week, our fellows will be presenting their life capstone project. I'm super excited about that, giving potential employers who are going to be a part of our career week a chance to see their amazing skills and talent up close. The capstone project is an important part of the fellowship program as it allows our beneficiaries to demonstrate the skills and knowledge they gain during the 6-month learning phase by tackling a real-world problem or issue. It also demonstrates the fellows' technical skills, understanding of technical topics, and also it culminates their educational experience throughout the program. Our pool of wonderful women talents is composed of highly talented individuals, like I said from earlier, from 26 countries, each bringing their unique individuality and expertise to the team. They are innovative, creative, and driven to find solutions to complex problems. And all our employers who are in the room today and throughout this week will be able to see these skills come to play through the exceptional and innovative capstone projects that they have worked on in teams. And we're excited to show everyone what they can do. Our goal is to make sure that our fellows are connected with the right opportunities capable of helping them kickstart their careers. I also need to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the organizations participating in the Career Week event over the next 4 days. Some of them include BSage, Infineon Technologies, SID Digital, GFA Technologies, Impacta, Zoracom, Teach for Nigeria, Soft Alliance, Hello Tractor, and amongst others. I mean, it's a number of organizations, so I possibly can't go through every organization's brand name, but I do just want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all organizations who are participating in the Career Week over the next 4 days. And also a special thank you to all our other esteemed partners and job partners who have been supporting us and for their unwavering support in our collective mission to positively impact the lives of women. Now, as I draw to a close, I always love to do this. I always like to give a short charge to the Women Techsters Fellows all the time, right? So I will say to you today, both the Women Techsters Fellows and our employers who are in the room, I implore each of us to embrace innovation, teamwork, and perseverance. Let us jointly envision a future where gender disparities in technology are just mere relics of the past. In the words of Theodore Roosevelt, believe you can, and once you believe you can, you're already halfway there. Let us keep our focus on empowering women in Africa to thrive and to take charge of the technology industry as future women leaders and improve their common economic power and livelihood. By staying determined and dedicated, we can create a lasting impact that will resonate through the ages. And I want to thank everyone, both the fellows and the employers, for your participation in this course. Together, I'm sure that we will forge ahead and shape a brighter future where gender imbalances are nothing but a distant memory. So I want to say thank you very much to everyone. And once again, I officially welcome you to Women Techsters Fellowship Class of 2024 Career Week. I hope that we have a wonderful week ahead. I will be in the background, just listening in, watching those presentations and live demos, and just sharing you guys on the fellows, of course, in the background. Thank you so much, and I think it will be right over back to you, Toyin.
Thank you so much, Deborah. That was really encouraging. Thank you so very much. And I can see people really appreciating it in the chat box. It's always a pleasure to hear from you. And we know that when you do this, you actually spare out time from your very, very busy schedule. I know that most likely not even 6 a.m. from your side. And yes, you showed up looking all glammed up for us. Really pretty. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate you. All right, ladies, we're going into a very interesting session. We're going to be having our keynote address from Dr. Shivagami Gohan, and I'll be reading out her bio. Hi, Dr. Shivagami. So good to have you on the call this morning. All right, so I'll quickly read her bio and then I'll hand over to her to take her keynote address. So Dr. Shivagami is a recognized leader in the technology industry, renowned for her expertise in digital transformation and strategic IT solutions. Her extensive experience encompasses crafting digital strategies, managing large-scale programs, and navigating the intricacies of complex IT environments. Dr. Shivagami has the ability to identify opportunities for technology-driven business growth, and it's an unparalleled ability. Throughout her career, she has spearheaded successful digital transformations at major corporations, demonstrably achieving significant efficiency improvements. Her knowledge encompasses a comprehensive range of technologies, including cloud architectures, DevOps, data engineering, and advanced analytics. She actively shares her knowledge through thought-provoking talks based on latest industry trends. She's a firm believer in collaboration, and she also inspires others with her forward-thinking vision for the future of technology. Her leadership extends beyond technology, as she's a champion for talent development, fostering a robust and skilled workforce through her innovative talent management programs. She has a master's in technology and also an MBA with a range of industry certifications that solidify her experience. She's a leader, a speaker, a collaborator, and a driving force in the ever-evolving technology landscape. We're super excited to have you on the call today. Thank you so much for honoring our invitation. Over to you, Ma.
Okay. Thank you so much. My previous speaker, I'm so blown away by her inspiration. Thank you so much for all the energy. It's actually rubbing off everyone now. So I'm very, very honored and delighted to be here amongst you. So I'm going to be talking about a few trends in technology, if that is okay. So that, we have the texters here, the women texters, who will benefit from. Probably you're going to be interviewing, or you're going to be talking to potential employers. You will be able to map what's happening in terms of the future trends. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. I'm happy to take questions once I finish my presentation. It's going to be for a few minutes. I'll be really happy to take some questions. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Okay. So thank you so much for the introduction. I would like to say that can you see my screen like a uh, uh, like a presentation, or how do you see it?
Yeah, as a presentation.
Okay, you're not seeing the notes and everything, right? You're seeing it as a presentation.
So I can see the slides. And it just shows me next slide. Next slide. So
Is it
yeah.
okay?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, without wasting a lot of time, right? So I come from a background of really, working upwards like yourselves, doing my technology degree back in India, and then actually growing up the career ladder. So I worked for Emirates Group for more than 20 years before switching over to Amazon Web Services. So now I'm the chief technologist for Middle East and Africa for Amazon Web Services, right? So I just want you to understand some of the fundamentals that we as women will have to imbibe in us, and then success comes. Yeah, we don't have to chase success. Success will actually follow us. So few core principles are about whenever, whatever be your profession, be it a product design engineer or a software developer. The first thing is to be really obsessed with what the customer wants. And this aligns with AWS as well. And this aligns with the key tenets of business transformation. We need to understand what the customer wants and work towards what the customer is actually aspiring for. Most of the times they're not very clear in what they want. But if we are able to connect and we are able to deliver something that is going to be beyond what they wanted, it's really going to be establishing this great rapport, yeah, between us and the customer. The second thing, in terms of the digital transformation itself, what I have seen is to not try to build everything yourself. So probably 5 years or 10 years back, people would think that the best thing is to really build everything ourselves and keep the IP to ourselves. But things are changing now. There's a lot of partnership that you would require. So widen your network, widen your reach, speak to a lot of people, and build this ecosystem. Because it's not just the technology ecosystem; it's the people ecosystem. It's how you do things, putting mechanisms in place, and that is another key aspect that you will have to remember. The third important aspect is probably a few years back, it was about getting it right. We chase perfection. It's not that I'm saying you should not chase perfection. Of course, you need to be perfect in what you do, but you have to have this mindset of learning as as you trial out things, which means even organizations and enterprises have improved their risk ability. They are able to accept failure as long as the innovation happens quickly, right? So you fail fast, and then you learn fast, and then you actually progress fast. So do the changes small. We talk about agile, we talk about DevOps, we talk about these are some of the technologies and mechanisms that allow you to make the changes faster and have the ability to learn faster as well. So, yeah, so these are few things that you will have to remember. And of course, the center is about intelligence. It's about really putting data at the center and having a data-driven organization. So it's not about talking fluff. It's about really having data in your fingertips. And if you actually follow these few key points, then wherever you're going to be employed or whatever you aspire to do, generally results in a success. And I've seen this happen in my career, right? So if you see AWS again, I'm just reiterating that we need to be customer centric. We need to actually do things that matter for the customer, because innovation begins with the customer. So we call it very, very famously called working backwards in AWS. And we call this as a flywheel, right? Because once you improve the customer experience, you're going to, even if it's, let's say, a website, right? The traffic is going to improve. They're going to come more and more to your store or your website or whatever you're selling, right? And then once you get more people coming onto you, you will be able to reduce the margin because your volumes are increasing. And once you reduce the volume, reduce the margin, you will have more people coming onto you. So this is exactly how Amazon built. They started selling books, and now you know what the Amazon story is. So there are more than 350 million sellers who use the platform. They're exactly the same principle when they started, 16, 17 years ago. So, and then of course there are a few core principles, yeah, like being women texters. We are talking about having a few core principles. One is to learn and be curious. So your learning doesn't stop as you graduate from here. It's about continuing to learn, continuing to be curious, continuing to actually not there's nothing like stopping learning. So it's a lifelong thing that you will have to always imbibe in yourself. Anything new, anything innovative, you need to have your ears and eyes open. So and of course you can go through the other leadership principles, but primarily there are a few tech trends that I wanted to cover. The first thing is everybody is now cost conscious because of the socio-political economic situations that are happening across the world. The number one trend that we see is people talk about cost reduction, cost. Yeah. So when you are actually trying to pitch your solutions, look at innovations that will give you, better revenues, lesser cost, make it more feasible for people to adopt your solutions. So again, things like, cloud, these give you not small marginal impact, but very, very big impact in terms of actually giving this growth, right? So this is something that you'll have to remember. The second thing is the AI ML, obviously Gen AI. This has really gone mainstream. So any pitch that you do, if you do not cover these concepts, right? Because every enterprise is talking about generative AI since last year, when the man-machine interface became extremely easy because of the way you are able to communicate, or the machine is able to understand what you want to talk through natural language. There's this huge explosion of interest by the enterprises on AI. So you need to ride on this wave. You need to capitalize this great interest that enterprises are having. Yeah. So what exactly is it? Because it becomes now text to text, multimodal, image to text, the ability for a machine to understand, translate languages, transcript. So this is really become highly, highly accurate. And you should remember that generative AI, any conversation that you have, learn about generative AI because it's a new trend and there would be a lot more opportunities in this field. Okay. The other thing, and probably I will stop and then I'll wait for questions, is about smarter everything, productive, keep things at the edge. So people want to do things on the edge. People want to do your computation at the edge in the space. They want to build robotics. Obviously, we spoke about blockchain. We want to also make sure that data is safe, privacy of data is managed. You should have the ability to move the to have the traceability and the lineage of data. So these are few things that really matter. And obviously, I think I will talk about two more things: security threats and mitigations. As you all know, as we speak, cybersecurity is another big area of focus. We keep hearing about data thefts and how people are held to ransom because of insecure infrastructure, insecure networks. So security is something that you will have to definitely learn about, and it's one of the areas which will never die out. Yeah, you can have a fantastic career if you're going to do things in cybersecurity. And like I mentioned about edge, edge is about IoT. It's about putting intelligent sensors, not just bringing the sensor data back to your central database, but rather computing it at the edge. So edge is another big trend that we see. And then sustainability. So sustainability everywhere, it's about going green. How do you reduce the carbon footprint? How can you measure the carbon footprint? This is one big area. If anybody is trying to build a career, if you can do something related to sustainability, this is absolutely going to take you places. I'm going to stop here for the paucity of time, and I'm happy if you have any questions or anything is really burning for you to ask.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Shibagami. So I'll just look at the chat box if there are any questions, and then we'll be able to take them. So ladies, do you have questions? Feel free to type it in the chat box, and I will be sure to ask since you don't have mic access. Okay. There are questions? Who else to ask? We have very few minutes left for this session. All right, so there's a comment that was really loaded. Thank you so much, Mom, for sharing. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just that we want to give you the very, very high level pitch of what's happening. And obviously, you will have to go and understand, digest, and these are the trends that will help you to grow further.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, Ma. So there's a question from Chikao Soro. She says, do you think that 3 out of these areas can be merged to bring a product to life? So I guess like the 3 emerging technologies area that you spoke about, can 3 of them be merged to work on a project?
So which 3 are we talking about?
Okay, so Chikao Soro, if you can, please list out the 3 and I'll be sure to ask a follow-up on that. So there's another question by Phoebe. She says, how can I take hold of generative AI in my community?
How can I use?
Generative AI in my community.
Generative AI has a massive impact on the society, right? Because generative AI gives you a lot of productivity gains. One is because you're able to, develop a better chatbot. You're able to develop more intelligent interfaces with the machine. It's going to help customer experience. Yeah, that's one. But the second thing is actually if you can take a model which has been trained, but then train it on your own data, it becomes very intelligent. So it can summarize records for you. It can actually write content for you. It can create movies. It can create, images. So for your society, there is a lot of benefit in terms of the productivity improvement. For doctors, for example, right? If there is a small chat bot which is actually listening to the doctor-patient conversation, and if it can summarize and give a report to the doctor, his productivity is improving because otherwise he has to sit and write every single word. Yeah. We've seen meeting assist using a meeting assist. It can listen to this recording and it can actually give you fairly a good summary of what was discussed with action points. So there's a lot of productivity improvement that happens from what we have seen.
All right, thank you so much. I think we can take 2 more questions. So the first one is, how do we navigate the trade-off between utilizing emerging technologies such as generative AI and sustainability? Because a lot of these technologies have environmental concerns, such as high energy usage costs. So I think she's asking, how do we manage the trade-off between the generative AI and the high energy usage costs?
Okay, so it's a great question. We did touch about sustainability, and I want to tell you that generative AI, obviously, if you're training a model, like you rightly mentioned, it needs GPUs, it needs a lot of compute. But once you have trained the model, if you are able to quantize it to work in a very small chipset, then you get a lot of power from a model that has been built and that can be used by thousands of people. So once you build, it is consumed by thousands of people. That's one. The second thing is sustainability is a very big subject. When people start using on-prem data centers, obviously, there's a lot of HVAC and power and water and whatnot that is required to maintain these data centers. Now, companies like AWS and other hyperscalers, they have mastered this technology. So even the chips that are used for running these computation are built, extremely very, very cautiously, right? So it is actually proven that if you move a data center to a sustainable data center, automatically already 60% of the carbon footprint is taken care of. So these are some of the ways that even if you are building a generative AI application yourself, a model yourself, if you want to build it on-prem, yeah, it's going to be much more carbon intensive than when you're going to be using the cloud, for example, where you use very specific chips that are built for training purposes. So they do things faster. They build models faster. So they are more greener.
All right, thank you so much, Dr. Shivagami. So the lady that asked the first question about the three field of area, I would just like her to, speak so that she can explain it better herself. Hi,
Yes.
Chika. Can you unmute your
Hi.
mic?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, hi, Doc. So I meant to ask if it's wise to combine the three areas you mentioned, like generative AI, the security threat, and let's say the sustainability thing together in one product. How are we able to scale a product like that? Or do you think we should focus in one area? Thank you.
No. So you should so security threats is a horizontal concern. Yeah, security. I mean, security has to be the top priority. It needs to be in any product that you build, be it sustainable product or a generative AI application that you build. So it's a horizontal aspect that needs to be taken care of. If you have to combine, like the previous answer that I did, generative AI and a sustainable product, it's very possible to do it. Sustainability again is a concept that needs to be embedded, just like security, across whatever we do and whichever product we do. So even if we are building a generative AI application, there are a number of ways that you can make it most sustainable and green. So, like I mentioned, use the chipsets that are meant for generative AI at a silica level, at a chip level. The second is use it, create the applications so that you don't have to run these computers longer. You run the computers, you run them for 40% of the time compared to 100%. So there's already 60% savings, which means again it has become a more greener application. The third is building a sustainable application itself. So for example, if we are talking about improving water reserves, or if we are talking about improving weather predictability, making it more sustainable for the country, then use generative AI, because generative AI brings about a lot of productivity improvements. So you build a generative AI for a sustainable use case itself. So that's something that we can do.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shivagami. I wouldn't want to keep you too long. I know that it's past the time that we blocked on your calendar. So thank you so much for accepting our invitation and also for sharing. We really do appreciate you. To have a wonderful day, or if you have a few minutes to spare, you can still stay on the call as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right, so there you have it, ladies. It was a really insightful session, and I know that you had a lot of questions that we most likely could not take because of our time. But like I had said earlier when we started the call, this career week is one that is really packed and really insightful, right? So you don't want to miss out on any session, be it the keynote session, or even the main sessions itself, like the fire section. It's a very insightful session. So please ensure that you pay close attention and have your notepad again as usual. So right now we we'll be watching a couple of videos, 2 videos to be specific. Videos that were sent in by yourself, you beautiful ladies. And just after that, I'll just introduce, what the economic empowerment phase is all about. And then we'll take the next phase of the program. Just before I continue, if you can see my banner, you'll see that this career week is in collaboration with Trix. right? So I'll just want to introduce Taltrix really quickly. But of course, during the call, you would also get to hear from the Chief Operating Officer at Taltrix himself, speaking more about what they do. But Taltrix is a dynamic business process outsourcing company that employs an innovative approach, connecting highly skilled and vetted digital and technology talent in Africa with high-skilled global companies. This connection allows Taltrix to bridge the gap between exceptional talent and global organizations seeking to maintain a competitive edge through their workforce. So simply put, Taltrix is that bridge that connects talent to organizations looking to hire. Again, I would just like to repeat some housekeeping rules. When you come into the meeting call, ensure that your mic is muted and ensure that your video is switched off. I know that some fellows are currently on the YouTube call, and I'd just like to reiterate, if you were given a Zoom link to join the call, ensure that you're joining via Zoom. And if you have access to only the YouTube link, ensure that you're also joining via YouTube. This is very, very, very important. Don't mix up the two links that you have. All right, so I'll be sharing the video very quickly, and then we'll go to the next point in the agenda.
Hi, my name is Amarati Collison Adozie from Product Design Learning Track. I'm a dental therapist who transitioned into tech, and so far it has been an amazing experience. And I must say, Women Techsters Fellowship contributed hugely to my tech career, because I was basically at that point where I needed a push, to scale up my tech career, and Women Techsters came through. So far, it's been an amazing experience, although not without some stress, but so far so good. The experience was amazing. My highlight will be showing up in class every day, particularly because of my facilitator. She's an awesome facilitator, honestly. Because of the way she takes on the class, I literally look forward to classes every day. So that will be my highlight. The most challenging experience during the fellowship would be during the capstone, and this is because that was the week I put to bed, because I was pregnant all through the fellowship program, and the week I put to bed we commenced our capstone project. So it was a bit challenging for me trying to show up for the capstone, be actively involved, and also nurse my new baby, but I was able to pull through with that with the help of family and all. So I'm glad I was able to pull through, and our capstone project came out nice as well. Also, I think I found the communities in Tech for Dev interesting. I belong to two, but I was more active in one. I belong to Entrepreneur and Moms Group, but I was more active in Moms Group. It was really helpful, because there was this segment in Moms Group that share motivational quotes every time, and sometimes those motivational quotes comes in handy, especially when you're feeling worn out, tired, and you get a motivation from someone who can relate from where you're coming from. So it was really kind of helpful. Tech for Dev has really helped my tech career in so many ways that I can't explain, honestly. I'm now more confident designing, and I'll say thank you to the organizers of this program, the sponsors and all. I'm really grateful for the opportunity to be a beneficiary of Women Techsters Fellowship.
My name is Sandra Odo, and I'm a proud beneficiary of the Tech for Dev Women's Techsters Fellowship, Class of 2024, in the Product Management Learning Track. After a long career break due to motherhood, I wanted to return to the career space with enhanced skills and professionalism. That's when I discovered product management and became determined to become a product manager. The highlight of my training was the breakout sections and group projects. I loved relating to women from different walks of life, sharing ideas and working towards a common goal. My only challenge during the training was timing, but I was committed to the program and made sure to prioritize my availability for group work and projects. The women textile community was incredibly helpful during my learning journey. Whenever I faced challenges or needed clarity, I could count on someone to guide me through the process. I want to express my gratitude to Tech for Dev for this amazing opportunity. This training has significantly impacted my work in the tech space, and I am already implementing what I learned. To every woman starting out in tech or transitioning into the tech space, I encourage you to register for the next Women Techstars Fellowship class and become part of Tech for Dev's vision to empower women in technology. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Oluwabumi Falevita. I belong to the Product Management Learning track and I'm in Group D. My journey or transition into tech actually began with my master's program in technology management, and that was where I got my first hands-on experience with project management. However, when I gained admission into Women Texas Fellowship in October-November 2023, it exposed me to product management, another sphere or aspect of tech. This has fanned into flame my love for tech and has eased my transition into the world of tech. The Women Textile program has exposed me to diverse skills in product management. I've been able to work in teams and work as an individual. I've learned the tools and applications that a product manager needs to put to good use to deliver effectively and timely on products, on projects, and in teams and in organizations. The experience so far for me has been an eye-opener and an opportunity to learn, unlearn, and relearn a lot of things. The highlight of the training for me are the practical and hands-on sessions that I was exposed to, and this has enabled me to build a portfolio in product management, whereas the greatest challenge for me was managing time effectively. This I was able to overcome by putting to good use a number of time management and time planning tools, such as Calendly, as well as other tools like that. This is one of the tasks that a product manager will be exposed to in any organization, because you have to learn to deliver to time and submit reports as at when due. Tech for Dev has helped my career progress and has equipped me with product management skills, which has positioned me to fit easily into the product management role in any organization. I'm very grateful for the privilege. I'm excited for the opportunities that I believe lie ahead of me in this field and in this sphere of tech, and I hope other females like myself will be exposed to such opportunities and be able to leverage such opportunity in the near future.
Okay, I think that's the amount of video that we can take for today. Tomorrow we'll play more videos. I hope. Okay. I saw a comment that the videos weren't playing well, but I guess that was the values network challenge also. So thank you to everyone who sent in their videos. We might not be able to play, we definitely can't play all your videos, but trust me, over time you'll get to find them somewhere, either on our social media page or either on an event such as this one. And if you're yet to send in your video, please do so as well. We're still accepting videos from you all. So the next thing on the agenda now is for me to introduce the economic empowerment phase. And like I said during the introduction, I would not be going into too much details. So I know you might have a lot of questions, but don't worry about it. We would have like a full onboarding of the economic empowerment phase when we kickstart fully. But I'm just going to share my screen and walk you through a high-level introduction of what this phase is about. So the economic empowerment phase, which we also call the EEP phase, the EEP of the Women Texas Fellowship Program is a crucial component of the fellowship program in itself. It is designed to empower fellows with practical skills, opportunities, and necessary support that is required to thrive in the tech industry. So the economic empowerment phase practically built on the foundational training that you've received in the first 6 months of the training program, right? And then it focuses on translating this knowledge into real world application with one goal, just to foster economic independence. So if you already have that, then we want to be able to improve the level of independence that you currently have, and also to nurture a vibrant community of tech-savvy women. So our goal in the economic empowerment phase is to provide the necessary support that you need to thrive in the tech industry. So we have two objectives. Number one, to provide you with the practical steps and support to actualize economic empowerment by leveraging your acquired technology skills. So you have acquired skills that are very much in demand in this industry, and we want to be able to give you practical steps and practical support that you can follow to enable you actualize economic empowerment. Secondly, we want to also foster a supportive community and network for ongoing growth and success. If you remember during Dr. Shivagami's address, she mentioned that you definitely cannot do it alone, so you need to leverage support. And if there's anything the Women Techsters Fellowship is known for, it's for the support that it provides to fellows during their training phase. So we also want to take the support even into the economic empowerment phase, where you have a network of women in the industry, who are able to support you through this real world application journey that you're currently in. So the phase components are into five. At a high level stage, it begins with the career week, such as the one that we're currently in right now. And then there's like a generalized support where everybody gets support into 4 pathways. I'll talk about the pathways in the next slide. And then there is now a specialized support, which is provided based on the pathway that you decide that you want to focus on. And then during this phase, there's ongoing mentorship pairing. And that's why I mentioned that if you did not get the initial mentorship email, don't be worried, don't be frightened. It's an ongoing process throughout the economic empowerment phase.
Hello everyone. Trust we're doing well. So Tony seems to be experiencing some network glitch. You could please just give her a few moments. She'll join back and continue the presentation. Thank you.
So sorry. The internet went off for a while. Can you hear me now? Somebody on the call just confirm that.
Hi, Twin. Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you so much. So the internet just went off and then we had to fix that. All right, can you please prompt me as to where where you stopped seeing my slides so I can be sure to continue from.
All right, if you could just put your slide back up. We are still talking about the economic empowerment phase, what it's
Okay.
about. Yes.
Okay. Have I spoken about the components?
I believe you're just about, yes, you're just about to speak about the phase component.
Okay, thank you so
Yes.
much, Eric. So I don't know if I mentioned, but I'll just start from the first component of this phase, which is the career week, one that we're currently in, right? So I wouldn't speak too much about the career week because you get to experience it throughout this week till Friday. And then the next phase is like a generalized support. So this we provide support across 4 different pathways. I'll talk about the pathways in the next slide. But everybody gets to have some form of support in terms of workshops, sessions, practical tasks that you have to carry out during this phase across 4 different pathways. And then the next phase is that we then specialize the support. So fellows grouped based on the particular pathway that they decide they want to focus on, and then you then have like
Hello, good
specialized
morning.
support in that pathway.
Hello, good morning.
Please, if my please check it because I think I can hear somebody saying good morning, and I'm sure that it's yeah. So please. So the next thing is mentorship, right? You can hear me. You can still hear me, or anybody. Thank you, Chisholm. Thank you, Peace. Okay, so then the next phase is so I had said earlier, even though I'm not sure you heard that the mentorship is an ongoing process, that mentorship would occur throughout this phase, right? It's not just a one-off thing. So we would keep trying our best to pair fellows that meet the mentorship pairing criteria with available mentors. Now take note that the mentor pool that we have might not be sufficient to cover each and every one of you, but we will try our best to provide some sort of mentorship. And then if you meet the criteria for completing this phase, you would also be a part of the graduate. When we started the course, completing the is not guaranteed to graduate from the 1-year fellowship. Being a part of the career week is a must, right? And it's like just requirements for graduation, and also participating in all these sessions and workshops that would be scheduled during the economic empowerment phase, also like a criteria. 4 pathways that support into. Number 1 is you get more into freelance, we're requiring support for that, right? So you want to seek local and global opportunities to volunteer with organizations. Would also offer towards that in terms of how do you go about this platform, how do you tailor your CVs, get you volunteering roles. We'll also try to share roles with you where you do some internships, and lastly, entrepreneurship. So for the career fair tomorrow, anyone that is interested in entrepreneurship, I would strongly advise that you join the bathroom table towards entrepreneurship. I will send an email about their details today, so you'll be aware of that. And then when the breakout room is activated tomorrow, please do well to join. You would gain valuable insight from the sessions. So these are the 4 pathways and just a brief introduction of what the economic empowerment phase is about. I hope that you learned 1 or 2 things from it, right? Like I said, I did not go fully in detail because we would have we would have a session for that when we want to onboard you, right? Onboard you fully into that phase. Can you hear me better now? Sorry. Thank you, Falayemi, for pointing that out. Can you hear me better? All right. Thank you. Okay. All right. Thank you. I think most people can hear me, so just proceed. So right about now, I am going to be handing over to our digital media team. Let me just. Hi, Molayo. Are you ready for the media engagement section?
Yes, I am. Hi.
Mercy, can you stop sharing your screen? Mercy A. Fred A. Koshe. Mercy, screen. Thank you. All right, so back to you, Molayo. So this session is the media engagement section. Please all the information that Molayo will be sharing and actively engage as well. Thank you. Over to you, Molayo.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to the Women Techsters Career Week. It's so nice to be here. And shortly, I'll be speaking about the media engagement we have today. Definitely during the week, we'll be having more. But for today, we have 2 activities that we would love to participate in. And social media, basically reporting your experience of the Women Techsters Career Week. And then firstly, would like you to report. So if you go to any of our social media pages, you would see that we made a post on like a major banner for the Career Week. We would like you to repost that on your social media pages. You can retweet, you can media platforms, and then you can add a caption that says you just started the Women Techsters Career Week today and you're excited to be there. Just something very exciting, something that shows that you are excited to be a part of the Women Techsters Career Week. And then please don't forget to tag us at Tech for Dev, and we'll be waiting to repost your post as well. Okay, I can see some comments saying my network that you can hear me. I hope the network is better now. Oh wow. How about now?
It's breaking. Can you speak? Can you speak? So I can check if it's better now.
All right, can you hear me now, Twain?
Yes, I can.
All right, thank you very much. So I was saying that we'd love you to post the Women Techster Career Week banner. If you're listening to me, please post on your different social media pages and tag us at Tech for Dev with the hashtag Women Techster Career Week, and then we'll be waiting to repost. Also, we want to see it on your social media, your IG stories, your tweets on Twitter, even on Thread. Please repost. Please post. We'll be waiting to repost. And then number 2, we have a poll currently on our Twitter page. We go to Tech for Dev on Twitter. We see a poll on our page. We want you to engage with the poll. So the poll is basically to help you talk about your expectations for the career week. We know you have a lot of expectations for the career week and we can't wait to hear them. So we dropped a few options in the poll. Add some of the things you want to say in the poll. You can also put yours in the comment box. We'll be waiting to read all of them and also to engage with it. So that makes it 2 things. The first one is to repost the major banner on our social media page. That's the one for the career week. And then just put something nice in the caption. You're excited to be a part of the Women Techsters Career Week. And then the second one is to engage with the poll. Let us know what your expectations are. We can't wait to read them. And then trust me, once you tag us at Tech for Them, we'll be waiting to repost as well. Thank you. Hi, Chloe.
Hi, Molayo. Please stay on the call. I think that after a particular session, you'd have to like retake this activity again, because of the network, but I'll cue you in, right? Depending when the network is better, because I'm not sure that a lot of people were able to get like a full download of that. And then if you can also do us a solid, you can just like write it in the chat box so we can pin it up and people can, also take their that would be helpful. All right. Thank you, Malayo. All right. So ladies, next on our agenda, I would be calling on the Chief Operating Officer at Haltrix to just speak more about Haltrix, their support for the company, and also the partners that we have currently for the career fair, and then we'll get to meet some of our job partners using in a video format, particularly Sycamore for today. Hi, Abraham.
Hi, Tony. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So I'm sure quite a number of you are quite surprised. They're like, okay, I saw this person during our orientation program, and the like. But anyway, you get to know much more about myself and also the work that we currently do at Haltrix. But I think that the first thing I need to do here today is to say congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. I can remember in I think it was in October that we had your physical orientation session in Lagos, and seeing a quite number of you attend. Someone said I thought it was shift the frags and the lights, but yes, it was just nice to see every one of you and see that 6 months. You're actually here today to complete the first phase, and we look forward to supporting you in the other phase of the program. Okay, so my name is Apan Abraham, and I'm the CEO of Haltrix. So who are we at Haltrix? I'm going to give you a bit of background so that you'll be able to understand what we do and how we do what we do. So you have to understand that the birth of Haltrix, it came as a very big demand, and just being able for us at Tech for Dev to be able to see that the work that we do very futuristic. Few years ago, looking at the trend, we actually noted that one thing that makes our program, and that's our Tech for Dev, the program that Tech for Dev runs, quite interesting and very unique, is the fact that we're not just only focused on empowering people with skills, but we are very, very, what's important to us is also ensuring that our beneficiaries have access to economic empowerment, right? And that's why we had set up a dedicated team in Tech for Dev at that time to be able to focus on specifically placing our beneficiaries. But over the years, we have been able to see that there's a huge demand, and we need to be able to expand the work that we are doing. And that's why we had set up an organization called Haltrix. And when I was with you guys in October, I was the head of the programs department. But right now, I'm actually the CEO of Haltrix. And this is just letting you know that we are actually very committed to the work that we do. And we want to be able to strengthen our work and also expand the work across Africa. Over the next couple of days, you'll be interacting with the work that we do. I'm going to lead a quite number of presentations within the next few days. So you can be able to interact with what Kamaka, please, can you please just kindly help us? Yes, so thank you so much. Okay, so I'm just going to walk you through a bit of who we are, so you can be able to interact with us. And I also just want to encourage you to follow us on our social media platform. My colleagues would be in the chat, just be able to share with you our social media handles. So what we do essentially at Haltrix is we are Africa's leading digital talent hub, and what we essentially do is we are in the business of talent. So when it comes to ensuring that people actually get jobs, people are actually placed in amazing jobs or internship programs, that's what we focus on. We also focus on team augmentation. So pretty much when it comes to the work of talent and talent development across Africa, that is our focus. So we also have our business process outsourcing program or unit that sort of like focuses on sourcing talent to organizations within and outside Africa, pretty much. But I'm going to just stop here for now. And during my session tomorrow, as we kickstart the job fair, I'll just be able to give you a rundown of who we are. Then I'm excited to let you know that this year we decided to do the career fair a bit different than we had done in the past. And this is just to show you that we're actually growing. And but this year we have a strategic partnership with a platform that we believe you actually have a great time interacting with. And this time, it's just going to be able to enable you using the power of AI to collate your CVs, have job employers being able to be able to interact with you. Over the next 2 days, we're going to be having over 30 to 40 job partners interacting with you. I want to ensure you that we are setting you up for success. So I'm going to be inviting our partner from Lobby AI, Bayo. I don't know if you're here. Just introduce what Lobby AI is and what you do. I know that before the end of the session today, we'll be sending out an email to you all to be able to sign up, being able to create a profile and how you can be able to leverage that. Hi, Bayo.
Hi, Abraham. Thank you for the intro. Hi, everyone. Super excited to be here. First of all, definitely wanted to reinforce what Abraham said, that congratulations to everyone for getting to this point in the program. We've been collaborating over the last couple of days to, thinking really deep on how we can, advance the program by actually having you go to the next stage, which is job placements, right? And that's kind of where we come in, right? So I'm Adebayo. I'm the CEO of Lobby AI. I'm not sure if you've heard of Lobby AI before. But essentially what Lobby AI is a AI digital platform that helps you with job placement. We're very focused on international job placement. So we have a lot of partners in the US and Canada and Europe, and that come to the platform to upload jobs. And what we do is obviously use AI to match candidates, interns with companies for staff augmentation, a lot of startup companies that just want to build products. So for those of you that are that have product-related roles, UI, UX, front end, back end, there's a lot of startups looking for roles like that. What Lobby AI does is provides an applicant tracking system that basically help you do your job matches. It also helps you with a one-click, if you are registered on the platform, be able to apply for jobs. So one of the many things we're going to talk about during the course of this career fair is how we can facilitate your job application and and getting a job process by being on the platform. We also provide a lot of tools for employers, and that's why employers have found us to be a good destination to come look for African talent, right? A lot of the employers that come to Lobby AI are specifically coming there, not knowing that it's not like LinkedIn where there's everybody there and it's really hard to drill down to the kind of role they're looking for. But they know that they're coming there to hire Africans for the many benefits that come with that, right? So it's a very intentional platform, orchestrated and built with focus on placing folks like you with real companies. And again, the internship program is also a very important part of our pipeline, right? It's an important part of the ecosystem and how we're thinking about the future of work in Africa, right? So I'm super excited to partner with you over the next couple of days. I'll be showing you some of the exciting features we have. But most importantly, I think the first step for you guys is to create a profile on Lobby, right? So that you have that visibility to the employers we already have. And some of the partners we are going to also be inviting to the career fair will be able to participate and vet you guys. There's more I can say. I'm not sure how deep I should go. But some of the other things we do as well is we also provide a way for folks to manage, like employers to manage talent, right? So after you've been placed, we provide a lot of tools that help them, track your performance, time tracking.
Good morning, my
Yeah. So as I was saying, we also provide a lot of tools for employers to do, productivity things like, track your work, performance, payroll, right? So we help with payroll, expense, invoicing, and all that good stuff, right? So we'll talk a little bit about that as we go ahead. But more importantly is the visibility, right? We want you to be able to have a platform where you can have a full portfolio and you be visible to employers that are looking to hire and have you join their teams. And that's kind of like what the focus of our partnership with Tech for Dev and Techsters is the more important part of it, which is now you've done the hard work, right? You've gone through the curriculum, you've gone through the cohorts. Now we want to actually get you jobs. And that's kind of like what the focus is on. So I'm excited to partner. I'm looking forward to how we'll work over the next couple of days and week and even beyond. I do have a deck to present at some point. I'm not sure what's a good time to do it. It's not totally ready yet, but I can circle back.
Okay, thanks so much, Bayo. I know that once we kickstarting the job fair tomorrow, we can actually just have those presentations. But thanks so much, Bayo, for joining us to be able to do this. For those of you who have so many questions, don't worry. You're going to get an email from your special Toyin. So Toyin is sending you an email. She's going to be giving you the steps for you to be able to join and enjoy the career fair. But it's something that I would love you to do. I know that for those of you who, I know that the data media team has been pushing. So do not hesitate to tag us at Taltrix. We are TALTRIX on LinkedIn. But you can also follow us on because we are your job. How do I call it? We are interested in getting you fit to job. So you can actually follow us on Instagram at Taltrix HQ. So TALTRIX HQ. So you can follow us right now on Instagram so that you can actually get updates on job opportunities that we have and how you can be able to leverage on the opportunities that we have. So I'm going to hand you over to Toyin for the next steps. Thank you so much, everyone. And we look forward to an amazing career week.
All right, thank you, Abraham. So I'll be playing a video to introduce another job partner that we have called Sycamore. Please enjoy the video, and immediately after the video, we'll be going into the project demos. But before we start the project demos, Kolawole would be speaking about the technical competencies of the fellows. I hope that our judges are on the call, or that you can just start, confirming their presence because we'll be going right into that section shortly.
Sometime last year, a member of the co-founder team sent an email to me that, okay, Daniel, you are looking for talent here. So, you can check out Tech for Dev. I think they have people that would likely be of help or resourceful. At the time, it was a growing team, but I like the idea of internship because there is like a give and take. There's a balance, right? Someone is growing and a company is growing, right? So while the intern is putting his all into our own growth and into like making the company better, the company is also benefiting from that intern and helping that person grow. So yeah, it's just an exchange of resources. Her name is Marino, right? And she was an elegant person, or is an elegant person. She's still alive, yeah. So she contributed to our email. So if you've used Sycamore, our mobile app, the first time you sign up, right, the welcome email you get I mean, thanks to her, right? So over 90% of the emails that come out of Sycamore, right, was her, like, I hardly ever remember having to point out mistakes or correct her work. Yeah, she wasn't perfect, but she delivered high quality work at all times. And this can even speak to the fact of even stakeholders who saw some of our emails say, oh, your emails were well done, structured and all, yes.
Nazarene is an intern from Tech for Dev, and I do software quality assurance. I test the products to ensure that it's in line with the acceptance criteria, and it's quality enough to be pushed to the market. So my interaction with Nazarene for the most part was on email templates. I mean, everything she did is even still relevant up until now, right? So I always point out whatever error is in the email. If it misaligns with the acceptance criteria, I point it out to her.
So as a front-end engineering intern that Nazarene worked there as, we worked closely on the email templates. So my duty was to get email content from the content team. And I passed them on to Nazarene to build into rich templates, which then led to us building automated emails for every customer interaction on the mobile app. So I can say for sure that Nazarene was a key stakeholder in the release of our first mobile app in Sycamore. Oh, I mean, it was very beautiful because we accommodated her. I mean, given the fact that it was two different cultures, two different places. She was in Nairobi and we are in Lagos, right? I mean, we didn't get to meet her physically, and I wish that had happened. But even at that, I mean, I think the whole team welcomed her and were always willing to like help her grow. And yeah, it was an interesting relationship. It was beautiful. Yeah, it was a zeal to finish things that stood out for me. Even when, for example, I think it was her birthday, and she had a task. I even said, "Oh, don't worry, enjoy. You can give it to us when you're back." But then she still ensured she finished that task and delivered appropriately. Yeah, sure thing. I mean, send them our way because we love helping people grow. I, for one, like an advocate for like people growing. I wish many people can get to that point where like they are self-sufficient, like they know they have skills. So I mean, if you have more interns for us, co-founder friends or technical team lead friends, like.
Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are. Just to confirm you can hear me, you can use the chat section to just react to be sure that you can hear me clearly. Pardon me, I have a bit of sore throat, but I hope you can hear me clearly. Yes, okay, awesome. Thank you very much. So I'll be doing a very quick one, running you through technical competencies. Majorly, this is not for the students because they are very much aware of what they can do. However, the idea is to let people who are on the call understand what the fellows have gone through to get to this point. And that just introduces you to what the project would look like. Just give me a minute, let me share my screen so we can run through this quickly. Please let me know when you can see my screen. Can you see my screen, please? All right. So, like, for those who are on the program, you are aware that we have 8 learning tracks publicly. However, because of the separation of the front end and the back end, we have 9 in total. So I'll be running through some of the things. Of course, this does not encompass everything that the fellows can do, but it just gives you an idea of what each person from each learning track is able to do at this point based on the kind of rigorous training they've undergone over the last 6 months, right? So I will just run through the learning tracks for those who are on the call who are not familiar with the learning track. We have 3D and mixed reality. 3D encompasses both the modeling aspect of it as well as the rendering and animations. We have blockchain development. We have cybersecurity. We have data engineering, data science, and machine learning. We have mobile application development, product design, product management, and then software development front end, and then software development back end. So those are the learning tracks we have. And I'll be running through this quickly before we hand over to Oindamola for the project demo. So you can see some of the projects that these learning tracks have come together to create. For the 3D and mixed reality track, members of this track have been able to go through the use of Blender for 3D modeling. I can imagine, I can remember exactly how it was at the first few weeks of training, where on LinkedIn you would see some very box-like looking models. And at the end of the program, I was able to see people creating models of character models, creating scenes models and things like that. That's the beauty of being able to follow the growth from when you started the program to where you are. Some of them were able to come up with the development of simple games where you are able to interact using Unreal Engine. We also introduced them to the use of C++, which is a language for just automating some of the processes within Unreal Engine, as well as proper use of texturing, scene setup, lighting, and then of course rendering, as well as animation of these models. And from there, we'll move into the next learning track, that is blockchain development. For the blockchain development track, everyone on that track was very much introduced to the concept of blockchain. That blockchain is not just cryptocurrency, it is just a platform that helps cryptocurrencies to function optimally, right? So the fundamentals of blockchain, how it is not a centralized system, it is a decentralized system. Just being able to go through the fundamentals clearly first, and then diving into very specific concepts like cryptocurrencies and how they work, from Bitcoin to Ethereum, and then they're able to get into creating smart contracts using Solidity, and then of course interacting with these contracts using the Web3.js framework. And then of course, very important part of blockchain, which is the security and maintenance. These are things that everyone on this track were exposed to and have been able to apply on various projects during the course of the last 6 months. Moving on from there, we have the cybersecurity track, which has a number of areas that were covered, from the principles of cybersecurity to networking to cryptography to actually performing penetration tests on various platforms, as well as how do you respond to incidents and just to manage the risks and perform forensic investigations on platforms.
Medium latte and a medium cappuccino.
So things like being able to apply the encryption keys, public key infrastructure, protocols for cryptographic protocols, mastering IP addressing, subnetting. All of these things were things that were introduced and very much established as concepts over the last 6 months. Members of the cybersecurity track. Just to confirm that you can hear me, please, let me check the chat again just to see. Can you hear me, please?
Oh, we can hear Kola. Mariam, please, can you put up your mic?
Awesome. Thank you very much for the feedback. All right, thank you so much. I'll keep going. Then moving on from there, we have the data science and engineering track. And for all of the tracks that we've had, there is an emphasis on the foundations of these courses, because there are concepts that you have to be very familiar with to excel in these tracks. So, for example, what we have in data science and engineering, there was a lot of emphasis on statistical analysis, being able to understand descriptive and inferential statistics, and then that then introduced them to the use of Excel for basic data analysis operations. And then we moved into Python programming language, where they're introduced to libraries, NumPy, pandas, and the likes for data manipulation and visualization. And then, of course, they're taught about how to handle data that's working with various data formats, and then, of course, APIs. And then from there, we went into database proficiencies, which involved the use of SQL and NoSQL databases, and then performing ETL processes and handling data warehousing. Basically just touching every concept around the data science, and then going deeper into the data engineering bit of things. We had them engage in machine learning operations, being able to deploy models and build models, deploy models, interface with models, and just create APIs from their dashboards and things around that. And then from there, we move into the next learning track. I'm trying to be as fast as possible because we have very limited time. This is not what you came to see. You came to see projects. I'll just be very fast about this. Next track I'm going to be talking about is the mobile application development track. On this track, I was very intentional to just speak about the top level or high level concepts, which is around understanding the concept of mobile application development. Then they were introduced to the development of cross-platform applications using Flutter, and then from there they had to interact with creating native applications using Kotlin, especially focusing more on Android for the native application. So cross-platform, they introduced the use of, or they thought on the use of Flutter and React Native, and as well as for native application development, Kotlin was majorly focused on. However, they were introduced to Swift and other programming languages for other operating systems. All right, moving on from there, product design. There was an emphasis on the user research bit of things. As I just focusing on the interface alone, there was a lot of emphasis on the experience as well. So for you to be able to talk about the experience, it means that the research bit of thing has to be done properly. So a lot of focus was done on how do you conduct user research, how do you create user-centered designs and create the right persona for your products. And from there, you want to develop wireframing, sketching, and then prototyping and testing, getting familiar with the use of the tools for prototyping and those design engagement. That's things like Figma, for example. And then ensuring you're able to manage, I can see charts, to be sure that you can still hear me. Just to confirm, can you still hear me, please?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
I can still hear you.
So product design from the end-to-end product design, the process from ideation all the way to testing, these were things that were very much dealt with on the product design track. And for the product management track, similarly, you have a very big focus on the business processes from the beginning of the product to the end of that product. So we're able to do things like business analysis, gather the requirements, create use cases, then create roadmaps, then be very familiar with the traditional project management methodologies from Agile to Scrum and the likes. And of course, being able to track the performance of the product, being able to set KPIs and then be able to manage and track that you are actually meeting up with expectations and what exactly are you doing at that point. And then from there, they're able to understand the full product management lifecycle, including the use of product management tools that ensures that the management of that product is efficiently done, right? So it's a very holistic experience. I'm just touching the bits of things that were done across each learning track. The idea is that when you get to see the projects that have been worked on, that gives you a better understanding of what tools and practices that were employed in creating those projects. Moving on to the software development backend, fellows on this track were introduced to the use of JavaScript. Of course, before getting to this point, there was the introduction to the introduction to coding as a whole. That's the foundation of software development using tools like HTML, CSS. Just getting familiar with the basics first, and then of course going to JavaScript, and then going deeper into the use of Node.js for backend, as well as C#, an object-oriented programming language and frameworks. Just ensuring that everyone on that track are able to create RESTful APIs. They're able to maintain clean codes. They're able to manage the databases, and they're able to also work seamlessly with the front-end team members, just to ensure that there is a consistency in the code structure, basically. From there, last but not least, of course, is the software development front-end track, where fellows on this track were introduced to the use of HTML, CSS for creating well-structured, visually appealing web pages, to the use of JavaScript to making it interactive, to the use of React to make more complex web applications, then ensuring that in all of these conversations, there is a structure of their their product or the software is very much in mind, as well as the accessibility for users. So when they're designing, they're having the accessibility of the users in mind as well. And then, of course, we introduced the use of TypeScript, as well as introducing them to the use of React for mobile application development. So essentially, every track on this program was intentionally the curriculum for the tracks were intentionally created to cater to what is in demand right now. Of course, there are many languages or tools that are peculiar to some learning tracks. However, the focus were on the most in-demand tools to ensure that the fellows from this program are well positioned for opportunities that are out there right now. So that said, you would get to be seeing a number of projects demoing the skills that have been gained over the last 6 months that were used on working on some projects. And to take us in that section, I'll be having a team member. Her name is Oyindamola Ezekiel. Just take us through. Hi, Oyindamola.
Hello, Kola. Good morning. Thank you so much. Can you please confirm that you can hear me?
Hi, Oyindamola. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, can you hear me,
Good to have you
Kola?
on the call.
Good to have you. Thank you for having me. Good afternoon. Good morning.
Afternoon.
Apologies. Good morning, everybody. Good morning to you. Good morning to all our judges on the call. Good morning to every woman tech staff fellow. I am really excited to be here today. I'm very excited. I just want to say, first off, congratulations for making it this far. It couldn't have been easy. I mean, just like Abraham said, 6 months ago, we saw a number of you guys at the orientation, and it was like, oh my God, it's cute to see everybody. But then I'm really super excited and proud that, we were together 6 months ago. And 6 months later, we are here to celebrate this career week. I just want to say congratulations for making it this far. So without further ado, we are at the moment that we are waiting for. So just like Kola had said, our fellows had been working on their capstone project, and we had a number of interesting projects. I would like to let you know that it wasn't the easiest thing to do. The fact that we had to select the top 20 wasn't the easiest thing to do, because I mean, when you think that you've seen an amazing project, then something else comes up, then something else comes up. I mean, they're really beautiful projects, and they are here to showcase those projects today. So we have our judges on the call. I'm going to be introducing them, and I'm going to be reading their bio. And hi, Women Techsters fellows. Hi, fellows. Let's just say it's now 8 months ago. Yes, you are right. It's now 8 months ago. But whatever month ago it is, I'm glad that we made it this far. I'm super excited for us. So I'm going to be reading the bio of our judges, and then we can get right into it. I mean, I want you to know that our judges, the judges that we have on this call today, they are super amazing people, and they are people that you are going to learn a lot from. So while everybody that is presenting is supposed to be getting ready, I hope that Mercy is on the call. Irene, I hope that you are on the call. Rebecca, I hope you're on the call. And I do hope that Neka is on the call. If they're not on the call, please, the members of their group should reach out to them to just nudge them to say that it's almost time. Group 102, group 98, group 56, and group 74. I hope that you are all represented on the call. So the first judge that I'm going to be introducing today is Ajadi Paul, our very own Ajadi Paul. Ajadi Paul is an innovative software engineer. He has over 5 years of professional experience in computing, in information, and in communication and technology. Of course, he specializes in developing sophisticated software solutions and data engineering. Paul is a backend engineer, he's a backend developer, and he also does DevOps. So yeah, to everybody that is presenting, I hope that your backend guys are ready. I mean, Paul is on the call. The next person that is on the call that I will be introducing is Ola Olua. Okay, let me just run through it the way I have it in my list here, so that I don't have to be searching for anybody. Another person that is on the call right now is Lady Omega. She is the CEO of Ampersand Technologies Limited. I beg your pardon. She's a software dev. It's a software dev firm, and is renowned for its ability to conceive, to design, and deliver, engaging applications for businesses. And of course, she is on the call today. In addition to our work in software development, she's also a co-founder of STEM Bees organization. It's an NGO. I hope we've heard of STEM Bees. It's an NGO and has empowered and mentored over 15,000 young girls to explore their passions in STEM, just like what we do at Tech for Them. I hope, yeah, Lady Omega is on the call. I can see her. And Lady Omega, we are excited to have you on the call today. Another person that I want to quickly introduce is Angela Akinwumi. Angela is a product manager, is a product management professional. He has 7 years of experience driving innovation in the fintech, B2B, e-commerce, and FMGC industries. He's known for his passion for inclusion and uses his technical expertise to lead cross-functional teams that deliver both business value and real customer impact. Angela, hi, you're welcome on the call today. And I also like to state that Angela is also is a devoted family man. Outside of work, he loves music and he's a Chelsea fan. Woo, okay, that's exciting. The next person I'll be introducing is Jethro. Jethro is a data scientist. He has a robust background in economics and statistics. He has extensive experience in using data analytics, machine learning, and AI to address complex business challenges. Currently, Jethro serves as a data science consultant, an instructor, and a freelancer, and is widely recognized for his expertise in machine learning, in big data analytics, in statistical analysis, and of course, in mentorship. Jethro is on the call, and I want you to know, Jethro, we are excited to have you on the call today. The next person is Michael Oladele. Michael Oladele is an ethical hacker, he's a penetration tester, and wait for it, he's a software developer. He's a software developer, and he has extensive experience in building and securing applications. Michael Oladele is with us on this call today. He has contributed to the spread of tech knowledge through various platforms. He was a full stack developer at AfriLearn. It's an edutech company. I hope that we know AfriLearn. He contributed to a lot of projects for AfriLearn. And yes, yes, only one person. Michael, we are excited to have you on the call today. We also have Eugene on the call. We have Eugene Adosu on the call. Eugene is a senior software engineer. He has over 8 years experience in full stack development. I hope our devs are ready. I hope is it goes. If you can, I can. Yes, that's the spirit. I hope that our devs are ready. Eugene is recognized for his entrepreneurial achievements. It includes securing over $100,000 in pre-seed funding. He's a co-founder and CTO. I mean, the list is endless. Eugene has a master's degree in cybersecurity and digital forensics. Eugene is also an active mentor and is a volunteer and is committed to using technology to drive sustainable human capital development. That is it for Eugene. Eugene, hi, welcome on the call. Thank you so much for joining us. Then we have Mustafa Ango on the call. I can't even see him on my screen from here. He's a product manager and he's also an instructor and he's an entrepreneur and he's also a business growth strategist. He's passionate about building people through human capital development. He develops outstanding products and seamless processes. I mean, it's a very long is a very long bio, but then the most exciting one for me is that he's an old school African product management alumni and is a certified Microsoft innovative educator. He's a certified business and entrepreneurship coach. Wait for it. He's a Yali alumni and is a 2019 African Young Leadership Fellowship program fellow, and that is it for Ango Mustafa. So just like I said, we have our judges on the call today and they are excited. Yes, wow. Please feel free to clap, feel free to use the chat box. They are really excited to be here today. And then now we can get right into it without wasting much of our time. So I would like to start with the first group. I know that I had reached out to all these groups to say that you are going to be presenting today. Please, when we call your group, just unmute and start presenting. I would like you to know that you have 4 minutes for your presentation. I know that we had gone through this last week, Tuesday. Just let's try to stick to the guideline, please. You have 4 minutes for your presentation. I'm going to be timing us. And after that, I'm going to just be calling on our judges to just randomly, I'm going to be randomly calling our judges to just speak to your project, and then we can move to the next group. We can possibly take all of them on one project so that we don't have to spend so long here. But then I'm really, really, really excited about this section. So yeah, let's have it. So the first person that is coming up is Messi. I hope that Messi is on the call. Hi, Messi. Hello, Mercy. Are you on the call?
Hi, Oyin. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Mercy. Good afternoon. Thank you for coming on the call. So yeah, I hope you're ready for your presentation.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, you rock, Mercy. So just like I said, you have 4 minutes for your presentation, and then we're going to hand over to the judges who will speak to your project in like 2 minutes, and then we can wrap it up and move to the next group. So Mercy, your time starts now.
All right, thank
Good
you.
luck to
Thank
you.
you. Thank you, Oyin. Thank you, everyone on the call. Thank you for joining us. And on behalf of Group 102, I'll be presenting our program when you're able to see my screen. Yeah, if it's showing now.
Yes, I can see your screen, Messi. I can see your screen.
Okay, thanks so much. My name is Mercy Frederick Jose. Thank you to Techsters for the opportunity and for an excellent program. And I also want to give a shout out to my group. An excellent contribution, performance, and making sure that we come up to what we have today. So, Group 102, nicknamed Agritech Innovators. Our project is on Agritech Link, and I will go to show us what it's all about. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to. Okay, yeah. So a bit background on what we did. Agritech Link was born out of collaboration between 102 and a client that was assigned to us by Tech for them called Oblica. So Oblica is an agriculture farming practices and promoting sustainability in Nigeria. And they are very innovative, and they also have a very strong product currently called agritecture. So I'm just going to be. So our platform is Agritech Link, but our clients' product, agriculture farming model. We had a whole lot of sessions with them. We went into requirement gathering to understand what they really wanted from us to do, and that was how we got to understand that okay, they have a lot of ideas they wanted to do with farmers, but they were really having challenges, meeting the farmers, reaching out to them, training them, and also getting them in one place to be able, which was how Agritech Link as a platform was born. A whole lot of challenges, like I mentioned, sustainable farming practices, limited market access, deforestation, because a lot of farmers didn't notice based on their own practices here in Nigeria currently wasn't favorable in terms of 3D model farming called agritecture to be able to help and improve the farming practice. Okay, so after we had our requirement gathering a whole lot, we just summarized this as our problem definition, which is scaling the agricultural model that I call agritecture, providing support to farmers. They currently have some farmers, and also facilitating market access. They had this burning desire to be able to help the farmers that are currently on their agriculture product to be able to sell out either to businesses or directly to individuals. That's just like challenges of farmers, and they get to hustle and work and they're not really seeing their revenue. So these were the challenges that drawn them to us and that got us to build it. So here is our solution, a platform called Agritech Link. Is an integrated agriculture management platform for sustainable farming, which the entry one is architecture, and other ones that they have in view, they'll be able to do such. Also, it also gives them their businesses can come in and purchase directly from the box, or just need some fresh things can come in and purchase. What we say are just like the core features. There is a whole lot of features, but just like the 3 core features that really defines farming. Like I mentioned, that's the products from Uplica.
Hi, Messi. Can you please just show your MVP? Move to your demo. Hi, I'm sorry for cutting you. Yeah.
All right, so I will have to stop sharing and our demo. Hey, sorry. Kindly confirm when you are seeing the demo.
What's in your teams? What's in your teams? What's in your teams chat? Can you just
So I've switched to it. So this is our product. Yeah, this is our product, and this is the landing page where you description about us, who we are, our story, a bit of on our product. That's the 2 product, like I mentioned. The footer area where you have the navigation, the contact to be able to interact with the public, business, or anybody, a partner, because they also intend to do partnership. So you could sign up with identify 2 user types. Yeah, there may be other user types in the future. Yes, the farmer using the platform gets to sign up in this area and gain access. A farmer comes in, can be able to take training that have been uploaded, and can also be able to also help them to monitor their, because they also offer some precision types of farming, gain access to the marketplace. I'm just going to quickly come back there. Either is gaining access to the marketplace from the homepage to the marketplace right from the dashboard. So if farmer can their products, and then the public from the homepage have see what's available and purchase sense and all that. We also have the product page currently on the agriculture and the precision farming. So a farmer that is trying to onboard could just read when they've done sensitization, because we inform they have association.
Okay, hi Messi.
Yes.
Hi Messi, can you hear me? Please confirm that you can hear me. Can you hear me, Messi?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, your time is up. Your time was up a while ago, but then I just wanted you to show your demo so that our judges can then speak to it. So I'm just going to call hi Angela. Do you have any feedback for the Agritech link?
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Angela. Thank you so much for joining us.
Clear?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Hi, Messi. Well done.
Thank you.
And well done to your team as well. I think the amount of time you were given to present was maybe a bit short, so maybe you struggled with the timing of trying to get your message across. So I have few questions. I got a glimpse of what your demo was supposed to look like, and I was trying to really grasp the idea as well. A few questions. I know you had a slide that you mentioned what the problems that the agricultural firm or the farmers had. Can you speak more to how this solution, I believe it's a website or a portal where they can come to access training and all of those things. How does that help to address those problems? And what are the ways you are that you have put, or what are the I don't want to become very technical because I'm not sure if you are the product manager, but what are the metrics you are planning to track to ensure that your solution is actually moving the needle and addressing those problems?
Okay, thank you. The major problems that our clients, which is Oblica, has is their modern farming method, from where farmers get to their means of sharing this platform, the product, and really to use site is through the platform. So all the farmer just need to do is, and then one of the main key things that they mentioned to us during our requirement, okay, they have a lot of products and they're not able to sell out, and then some middleman comes and very low prices, and then it gets to affect them to be able to go back in and for the next season. It's global. Anyone can see. There's a whole lot of partnership that will be done on the platform. Upload their product that business owners, industries can be able to see the product. One of the ways is to see the number of sign up of farmers and subscription to the Oblica product, which is agriculture. That's like a 3D model farming. So the number and be able to use it, and how well we're also going to be tracking how the status of their previous perspective, maybe it's fruits or vegetable or yam or whatever. They subscribed to the agriculture product itself through the agriculture platform, because they will be interacting also. This is a web version that they can be able to use to interact. If you look at how the 3D model is helping them, it's helping them to yield better get to track all that through the platform.
Thank you, Messi. I don't know if it's my internet, but you were breaking a bit, but I think I got some of the answers. Final question would be, I didn't get to see the 3D model and what it looks like, but it's more of an operational or a...
Yeah, so the 3D model part, we didn't actually have clients, like we are the for the client. So they already have something in place. Find out, because we didn't really, they also wanted if we had a but they already have the design, the parameters, the architecture itself. So they come in and subscribe to it, but they already have the design. They have infrastructure companies that they can be able to, in terms of supplying farmers that need it, because it's install it at the farm. So they already start making those partnerships. Those are like for Oblica. Then the architect link, which is this platform, just give them the visibility to know who is subscribing and how well the subscription is going, how their products, and how well it's also serving the farmers, like the marketplace, and also that gets to be offered to farmers through the platform.
Thank you. Well done.
You will not be saying this one. I don't think about when I was learning in the fashion school I went to. Ah.
Hi. Thank you very much, Mercy. Thank you so much for the presentation. Yeah, can you please mute? Oh my God, my mic has been mute. I thought I was speaking. Yeah, hi, Mustafa. Thank you very much, Messi. And yes, thank you, Angela, for your feedback. Hi, Mustafa. Do you want to speak to Mrs. Project? I can see that your hand is raised.
Hi, good afternoon. So my question is basically, I think it's an amazing product you have there, Messi, but I'm just curious to know, the actual farmers are not really technology savvy. And so how do you intend to bridge that gap? You understand? That knowledge gap. I know they are not very, if you really want them to use this, you need to make it as easy as possible for them to use this. So how do you intend to bridge that gap? And my other question is, like, how many farmers did you really speak to in the course of building this product? Because you can't build for people you didn't really like converse with them to understand their pain points, to understand if this is actually worth doing, if maybe this is not even what they need. You understand? So how many farmers did you speak to in the course of building this? Thank you.
Thank you, Mustafa. Okay, so like B2B, like what we're doing, the platform. It's not like we are going straight.
You've not proven to me you can do something good. I have to give customer fabric to do it. The breast one I gave you, how did you sew it? Did you sew it?
Oh my God. Hi, Tony. Can you please help us to mute everybody? I'm wondering who this person is. Thank you. Messi, please go ahead.
Thank you. Okay, so our platform is actually B2B. One of the things we with Oplica, that's the client. And they already have, in fact, farming gathering sessions with them, that they have association of farmers and they have money lead or whatever that they are working with. So they already in the about the product, as into the farmers, as into the associations. And also, so one of is to help the association. Admin is going to be helping, and because there is a user type called the platform admin. And then the training is very simple. It's not going to be like a live training. It's going to be documented, which is on this call because as the clients. It's going to be a documented training where we get farmers and just click on it and just watch how to close the infrastructure, watch how to make sure that the rates are coming at night of the architecture platform. So the client has done a whole lot. They have a database of farmers that and the associations that they are working with. They told them if they could have a visible presence, encourage the farmers to use the platform or use that a web presence. And they also have really their targets, they have their target audience in terms of the kind of farmers they are looking and the kind of products that they want to really get them to use that architecture, and then through the platform get training, and through the platform get to upload. Associations are the ones that comes to the platform and helps to onboard their members. So that's to deploy the products eventually if we ever get to deploy the products. But that's just like the idea behind it. How many farmers, like I mentioned, Oplica, which is our client, has a database that we documented all these things that they are working with. They work for associations. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mustafa. Thank you so much, Mercy. Because of our time, I would just like to move to the next group. But well done, Mercy. Well done to you and your team. So very quickly, I'll be calling Irene. Irene, are you on the call? Hi, Irene. Are you on the call? Group 98, is Irene on the call? Okay, while we're doing that, I would just like to say that for every group that okay. No, this is not Irene. Hi, Irene, are you on the call?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you're on the call. Thank you very much.
I'm here.
So
Hello.
just
Good afternoon.
quickly,
Please confirm that you can hear me.
what did you say?
Okay, I was asking you to confirm you could hear me.
Yes, I can hear you, Irene. Thank you so much for joining the call. So I was going to say that let's just be as brief as possible. Speak to your problem statement and just show us your MVP, and we're going to quickly hand over to the judges. So yeah, over to you, Irene. Irene.
Okay, that's fine. Good afternoon once again, everybody. So I'm Irene, and I'll be presenting. Can you see my screen yet, please?
Yes, we can see your screen now.
Okay, great. So thank you. I'm making a presentation on MarketMate. So MarketMate is it's basically an e-commerce platform that aims to bridge a gap between suppliers of goods and services and the consumers. So we're like the bridge between the suppliers and the users of not just products, but also services. And we carried out a couple of research to find out the likelihood of people using this platform. And then based off the research and the feedback that we got, we were able to get to this. Oh, is my video turned on, please? Can't see this.
No, it's not, but we can hear you clearly.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's basically it for the idea behind Marketplace. And to walk you through our MVP, we were able to get some feedback, and which we used to work on our platform, which is super user friendly. Just going to. All right, so this is our MVP. This is MarketMate, this is our homepage. So this platform, let's assume we have signed in, I am the user and you have created an account and you've signed in. So it brings you to it brings into the homepage. Now the homepage, you have two options. You're looking at the products and you're looking at the services. And we have like different categories: beauty and cosmetics, phones and gadgets, appliances, and like a lot of options to choose from and things to get done on here. So you have the option to like click through, oh, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Trending products, sponsored products. So this is a homepage for MarketMate. And we also have an About Us page where you're able to like find all you need. So when you click Get Started, if you've not logged in, and of course it's going to be a website. So this is like a web platform. When you click Get Started, it takes you to where you can like create your own account, or log in if you already have an account with us. So you just like get into it, you scroll through. Yeah, so these are like some of the things we offer, like instant chat. You can also see like your ad performance, the seller hub. You can create your listings and all of that. So we also like have a page for like the services page. So this page, you could easily also like toggle between the screen. So our services page, so the previous page we showed was for how you could get products on our platform. Now you're looking for services, you're looking for a fashion designer, a carpenter, a knitter, looking for artisans to help you get work done. You could easily just come to Marketplace. You're looking for, you just select the service, and You even have the option to negotiate with the people who are offering the service. That's the service providers. So once again, this is the homepage for MarketMate.
Okay. Hi, Irene. Thank you. Well done to your team. For me, the time is up, but then I will just hand it over to the judges. So, Lady Omega is on the call. Hi, Lady Omega. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me as well?
Yes, I can hear you. Hi, it's good to hear your voice. Yeah, what did you think about Irene's project?
I think for me, it looks good. The main question I had is, who is this targeted at? Is it a normal vendor who lists on social media? Is it a shop in an area? How do you, what's the unique thing? I get it as products and services, but who is this targeted towards? Is it more the customer, or is it the sellers who come and list on? Who's the main user you're targeting, first of all? Then I'll take my questions from there.
Okay, thank you. So the main users that we are targeting, it's like the users, the people who are looking for these products and services. So the problem statement is you are at home, you're in a new area, you don't like know your way around. You need access to a particular product or service, but like you don't know where to. It's like the gap that bridges you between what you're looking to get and what you need. So the solution is targeted towards the users who are in need of service providers, but like they're not exactly sure how to access them, maybe because it's a new area or
Okay.
have enough knowledge about it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. So how do I know that what I'm purchasing is the most affordable or best deal in the area? I didn't see you do any demonstration on location or the products being filtered by location or price or discount or anything like that.
Okay, thank you so much for that. So this is our MVP, and yes, we do have those features for our products. However, the idea behind it is that how do I put this? Yes, you are able to negotiate prices just like in platforms have. You're able to negotiate prices, so it's not like the prices are fixed. You as a buyer, you have the option to negotiate prices as you would in a conventional marketplace, in alignment to the vendor. It's not the vendor telling you this is how much it is, and then you come to the platform, it's cast in stone, this is how much you're going to buy. So there's like an option for you to like negotiate your when the vendor says, okay, this price is fine by me, you're able to pay and you check out for the item or service that you are looking for.
All right, thank you. My last question is on delivery and logistics. I know that will be a very big part of running this as a business. So what are you doing differently, or how are you going to get the delivery experience to be better for the user?
Okay, thank you. So MarketMate, like you mentioned, delivery, the logistics part is like a very, very essential part of our product. To make this smoother, we call it a one-stop shop for buying and selling. Why? Because we are also partnering with logistics companies. So you have like the option to, when you check out, you're like also going to be able to select which logistics company you want to. Had really bad experiences with some brands and would rather not have them do their delivery. So you have like the option to select from our options of logistics companies, which we are going to partner with to make super easy and seamless. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Well done.
Thank you, Lady Omega. Thank you. Yes, I was going to call you Paul. Hi, Paul. Good afternoon. Yes.
Good
what did you think
afternoon.
about Irene's project?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Paul. Thank you so much
Awesome.
for joining.
All right. Irene, it's an interesting one. Obviously, the UI UX is looking cool. However, I have three questions, one of which has been asked. Is there a particular niche that this e-commerce website is targeted at? Let me just ask two questions at once. And then the other one is, how do you plan to, what are your onboarding steps, so to speak? Because when you talk e-commerce is, it's a big deal in Nigeria. or anywhere. However, when you think of certain e-commerce websites, how do you mitigate against scammers who possibly do not have the products, but their intention is just to scam people off your website? And then once that happens, MarketMate would be held responsible. So those are the two things I have, the two concerns I have as regards this.
Okay, and thank you very much, Paul. MarketMate. MarketMate is a platform that addresses a variety of needs. So like some of the competitors we looked at while working on this, we looked at Gigi, we looked at what's it called? Are going to focus on this type of products. It's a platform where it's like a marketplace, but like a virtual marketplace that also aims to stimulate negotiation. So for how we are going to make the platform process for the buyers, that's the vendors, it's going to involve a KYC where we're going to ensure that all the documents are going to be uploaded and to show that you are a legit business and also in accordance with the laws of the have to upload your CAC certificate, like all the are going to be uploaded and verified so that we're not just having just about anybody on the platform every time and then ended up scamming people. So we're going to have a KYC for the vendors, and not just the vendors, but also the purchasers, because scamming is not just limited to vendors. People who also purchase things have a way of doing this thing. So there's going to be a very thorough. Everybody who is coming to that platform is verified and is also traceable. Like we have access to that you purchase on the platform you pay for, and everything you put forward on the platform as a Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Paul. Thank you, Irene. Hi, Olaoluwa. I see your hand is up. Mustafa will take your question after Olaoluwa's question. Oh, well done, Irene. Thank you.
Okay, hi. Nice one, Irene. I had a couple feedback to give, but I want to start from the last thing you said. So you mentioned about doing KYC for both the sellers and the buyers. I strongly think like that would sort of affect the user experience for a customer. Imagine I had to buy what would I need to buy? Skincare from Jumia, and Jumia needed me to upload my NIN and do a thorough verification on my name. And verification takes time most times before I can now purchase a product. That would affect the user experience just in general. That might be something you might want to think of. One. Two is there's a reason why Jumia today still tries to own their logistic operations, and it's simply because once you start to outsource to different sort of logistic partners, you are no longer guaranteeing the quality of service. So what that means is if you listed DHL as a logistics partner, if DHL is picking up the item 2 days later after the customer has made the order, that's bad business. Which is why like GG, for example, doesn't do the logistics. They just strictly look at themselves as a marketplace that just like connects a buyer and a seller, and they put all the guidance of all disclaimers. If you want to make payment for a product, make sure you see the person in a public place. Make sure what you're buying is what you've seen before sort of like make payments. So I guess like from a product perspective, these are some of the things that you might want to look at, because sort of like the reasons, for example, it's easy to say, oh, Jumia hasn't made profit in the last 10 years. Why can't they just outsource to different logistic partner? And someone thinks about that as a startup to go and build. but like you then need to also know the why of, or why have they been the ones managing the logistics. There's a reason why Amazon owns their logistics, because the real business is the logistics, the service you provide while you deliver from the seller to the buyer. So I mean, like, yeah, for the sellers, you're making money, definitely want to look into KYC. And for the buyers, I was looking to also see the checkout process, but I guess like, yeah, like sometimes you don't even necessarily want to sign up. All I'm here to do is like make a purchase. And I even think like Chowdeck now, for example, has started to let people buy products as guests. So yeah, that might, from a product perspective, that might be something you might want to look at. But yeah, pretty much really nice for an MVP. I just wanted to share my feedback. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Ovalua, for the feedback. It's very much appreciated and has also been taken into account. However, is not for the buyers, it's for the vendors on the platform to ensure that we do not have people positioning as sellers when they actually have nothing audience. But the process is like a lot more easier for the buyers, but the KYC is just specifically for the vendors on the platform. Thank you. Thank you once again for the feedback.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, thank you so much. Hi Mustafa, do you still want to give your feedback before I call Flora and then we move to the next group? Hi Mustafa.
Hi. So can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, thank you, Irene, for that innovative product. But I know you've mentioned some of your competitors while you were presenting, but I just want you to, like maybe in a single sentence, what is that your differentiating value, or your value proposition that is different from what Gigi offers or Jumia? Because why should anyone ditch Gigi to use MarketMate?
Thank you. So, okay, I'm still sharing my screen. I'm just going to toggle to this part. So we have this section of our it is able to provide you with updates. For example, if you're like a vendor and you're into selling gadgets, so you have access to, as you can see, your latest trend, to news and latest happenings in like your niche. Now, how would this help? It would help you look at the chances and things you can. Additionally, if you're somebody that sells, let's say, for example, you sell stationaries, and from feedback, you see that, oh, okay, schools are resuming, there's like need for storybooks and all that. You can say, oh, okay, this is something I could add to my platform. This is something I could also sell, since the audience for these products are very similar. So it would help guide the decision-making process of the vendors that we have on our platform. So while we're helping you to sell, we're also helping you to look at various areas that you can leverage on to expand your business and scale for growth. Thank you.
Okay. Hi Mustafa, was she able to answer your question? Hi Mustafa, can you hear me? If you're speaking, you're muted. Okay, I will just quickly take feedback from Flora and then we'll move to the next group. I would like to say that Flora just joined like some minutes ago, so I didn't introduce her or read her bio. I'll do that later. But yeah, hi Flora. Do you have any feedback for Irene's project?
Hi. Okay, so basically it's actually a good product, has good prospect, and well done to your team. So what I just want to know, okay, I've gotten feedback from like I've gotten more insights from questions other people have. What I just want to know is your future project for this project. So are they still features you'd like to look into, like providing something like a full escrow service or any other feature you'd like to add to this platform aside this? Is there any perspective you have?
I'm sorry, could you take the last bit again? You sort of went off on my end.
Okay. I said is there any future projection for this project? Like, is there any other feature you'd like to add in later on? Like, an example, probably having a full-time escrow service on the side for not just product on this platform, but for outsiders. So anything, any future projection, I'd just like to.
Okay, before I give a response, when you mean for outsiders, could you please?
Okay, so that is for sellers that are not registered on this platform and buyers that don't product that are generally not on this platform itself.
Okay, thank you. So yes, we do have plans for that. For example, how do I put this? We have this projection where we're going to make it easy for people to buy things and pay in, say, monthly or quarterly installments. So these are like projections that we're looking at because we are selling things. This platform is like for vendors. So some of these products are going to make it easier for the buyers. We're going to have a system where they can buy and pay in installments. So that's one of the things we are. Just like one of the feedback we got, yes, we're also going to look into having our own logistics platform so that we are able to cater and handle our logistics processes ourselves. The early phases, we may just partner with like just minimal, but yeah, quickly work on having our own logistics platforms or like logistics companies that can do our deliveries so that we are 100% accountable for our processes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Flora, and well done to Irene and her team. Yes, well done, well done, well done. So thank you, Irene. You can stop sharing your screen now while I call the next group. The next group is group 56. I hope that Rebecca is on the call. Hi, Rebecca, are you on the call? Irene, you can stop sharing your screen now.
Yes, I am. Good afternoon. Good morning. Good afternoon, rather.
Good afternoon, Rebecca. Good afternoon. Irene, we can still see your screen. Could you please stop sharing? Thank you. Thank you so much, Irene. Thank you. So hi, Rebecca. Are you ready for us?
Yes, I am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rebecca. Your time starts now.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Rebecca Buliman, and I'll be representing Group 56. Please, Lillian, can you kindly share your screen, please? Okay, so this is what we are all about. We have our project overview. We have our project problem statements, which is for local dish corner to revolve around the lack of visibility and accessibility of local culinary offerings within their community. And our solution is to provide interactive maps for discovering nearby restaurants, food vendor, and culinary experiences. We also give personalized recommendations for tailored suggestions based on preference, and we also provide community engagements to share experience, photos, and recommendation amongst others. And these are design process, which we have 7 steps: the research, define, design, prototype, build, user testing, and the launch. And to move on to our unique values proposition, which is very important, which is the, can you go back to unique values proposition, Lillian, please? Which is one, we target local restaurants, food vendors in Lagos. Secondly, we foster a community atmosphere. Thirdly, we offer personalized recommendations. We also do marketing and support tools, and we have data insights and analytic tools for restaurants. Please kindly go down, Lillian. Yes, can go down. So these are customer analysis after we've and this is all our analyzed data for the customer side. Continue going down. Then we have number of people that sign up, number of people that have access to it. We have the vendors analysis, and please continue. Then we have our menu list and other things that we'll see on the app. So you can kindly go to the next one, please. We are done with this, Lillian. Yes, so for this, we have our page where you can either sign in as a vendor, as a customer, or as a guest. So let's click on customer, please. So as a customer, this is the home page you see before signing in. This is what you see before you sign up. Can you go up a bit? So the sign up and login, please. So you either sign up, and if you have an account, you can log in. But this is sign up page where you provide your information and it asks you to sign up. So when we click on sign up, it takes us to. Can you click on sign up, please? It takes us to for us to verify our email to be sure we are the one. So your verification code will be sent to your email, so you can input it here, then continue. Can you continue, please? Yes, connect location, then give yes, access location. So we'll be able to access the.
Hi, Rebecca. We can't hear you anymore. You're on mute.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes,
I'm
we
so
can.
sorry, I didn't know. So I just went through the sign up process. Then after the sign up process, you can just log in with your email and your password. Kindly click on login, please. So when you click on login, it brings you here. So we have our home vendor menu. We also have our contact us. So we have the navigation bar that is linkable. Kindly calm down a bit. So this selects your location. Please kindly go up, Lillian. So for this, select your location. You can see we have Oshodi there. So you can just click on your location and click on explore, and it will take you to all the food vendors we have available in your location. So you can click, and then we have different varieties of food. And kindly click up, back, go up. Yes, please. Up, up, up. Then go to the vendors page. Vendors, please. So this is the list of all the vendors we have available. So you can either decide to eat from Calabar Kitchen or Igbo Kitchen, whichever you want to. So just click on their kitchen and to direct you to the menu. Please, can you click on the menu? So you click on the menu where you have different food varieties. You have all. You can click on rice dish. Can you click on rice dish? When you click on rice dish, it will give you all the list of available food in rice, from jollof rice to fada rice to coconut rice. You can pick your preference. Please kindly go back to all. And you have all these foods. So when you click on Amala place, let's assume you want to order from Amala place. Kindly click on Amala place, the first one, please. Yes, to view direction. So you'll be able to see the distance between both your location and the vendor's location, and the time that you make for you to make the purchase. So kindly go back to the vendor's dashboard. So this is all about the customers and user parts. So we'll now go back to the vendor's part. Yes, please. So the vendors part, this is the dashboard. This is how the dashboard looks like, the total number of visits, customers reports, and all. So now let's click on business profile, please. So for the business profiles, it's showing the vendors information, everything you need to know about the vendors, from their email, when the vendors input all their information on the app, from their email to their phone numbers. Let's click on menu management. So menu managers is how they include all the menus, from the pictures to the names to the category.
Yeah, your time is up. When you see my face, your time is up. So I'm just going to hand over to the judges now. And I mean, if Ru is on the call. Oh, hi Ru. I didn't know that he was on the call. So we're just going to take it from Ru first, then we're going to take it from Portia, then we'll take Eugene's feedback. But yeah, hi Ru. Good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for joining the call. It's nice to have you.
Hi, Oyindamola. It's
Hi.
nice to be here. Thank you. I guess I wasn't introduced previously because I sent a little bit late my bio. So hopefully next time you'll get more background on myself. But so I won't go into that. I'll go straight to your product. Really nice work, Becca. A couple of questions. Firstly, what is it that you actually built? Because the issue that I have from your presentation is that you simply presented the Figma, the designs, and the designs are clearly really nice. So you have a great designer, but what did you build and what did you deploy? That's my first question.
So we built a platform where we help vendors to gain accessibility and visibility because it's difficult for them to gain that in their community. So our platform connects vendors to their customers, basically.
So you just asserted that that's what you built. Okay, can you show it, please?
Okay. Please, can you Lillian, please can you go back to the MVP? Hello. Please, can you go back to the MVP?
Can you still see the screen? On the MVP.
I'm so sorry. Ila, can you share your screen, please, for the MVP?
I'm sharing my screen. Can you see it?
I can't see your screen. Please, can anybody see our screen?
Yes, I can see Lillian's screen.
So I think there's a network issue. I can't seem to see our screen.
Hi, Becca. Do you have a link to your MVP so just access it? As this one, I hope it's not the Figma file you're referring to as your MVP.
So I didn't get that.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hi, can you hear me?
I think that Becca has a little bit of a network issue. I know that they had shared an MVP. Hi, Becca. Do you have a link to your MVP so that you can share as opposed to waiting for Lillian?
Sure.
Hi, Becca. Can you hear me?
I just you say no
Hello.
to knife again make my
Hello.
Hi, Becca. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry.
Oh, yes. Yes, I can hear you better now. Can you see Lillian's screen?
No, I can't seem to see a screen. I don't know if it's from my
Do you
end.
have a link to the MVP so that you can then share your MVP as opposed to waiting for her?
Yeah, I'm trying to click on. I don't have
Right,
I'm
so,
trying to click on it. Just give me 1 minute, please.
Hi, Olga. Hi, Becca. So as not to waste too much of our time,
I'm sorry.
send the link of your MVP to the chat. While we get feedback from other judges, proceed, please.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And just so I can wrap up,
Okay.
because just to give a bit more context for my question,
I'll do that now.
just to give a bit more context to my question, this is not the first time that I'm judging these type of things. And one particular pet peeve of mine is a project showing purely Figma links, right? And asserting that they actually have the product built, right? So that's why I was just asking, for the sake of credibility and for all of you other projects in the future as well, I very much recommend, rather than showing the Figma, show the actual product, right? Because then we can actually trust you that this is what you built and this is how it works. So just a quick tip. But yeah, otherwise, great design. That's one big compliment I can definitely give you, and I hope the product works just as well. So thanks for that.
All right. Thank you, Ru. Thank you so much for the feedback. Hi, Portia. Your hand was raised earlier. Do you have feedback for Becca and her team?
Yes, please. Hi, Damola.
Hi, Portia. Hi.
Okay. I think my first question that I had was what you asked, what the project is all about, and then from the understanding that I got, it is to link client to food, right? That is the purpose of the app. If I want to do some ordering, I just have the app. I go there, sign in, and I'm able to get what I need to get. Now, my subsequent question for that comes with, is it just showing me the place? So I want to go out and eat. It shows me the place, directs me. I go there and eat. Or it gives me the option where I can just order the food to my location without having to go out. That is the first question that I have.
Hello, yes, it gives you the you just go to the platform and you order for the food you want. So it gives you varieties of foods and varieties of vendors that you can just click, and we also have reviews and feedback from previous customers that will help you in picking getting a preferred, like picking your preferred food.
Okay, does it allow room for ordering for big function? Like if I have a big event, I would want to order for something from one of the restaurants for them to provide. Does it cater for that?
Yes, that's one of our future features. We include that as we keep building the platform.
Okay, my last question is that I saw some dashboard that were giving me some analytics on the vendors. Now I want to know, your sign-in page consists of customer, vendors, and I think guests, meaning I can choose any of the options, go there and do whatever I need to do in that particular category. The question is, if I am a guest, does it mean I still get access to going to the vendor category, going through it to see what goes on with the vendors on that particular app?
Yes, you do. We have available and just see everything that you need to see on the platform. But when you want to order, you have to go as a customer to sign up, then make your order.
Is there a reason why the guests have to have access or details into what goes on with the vendors, like the back end to the activities surrounding the vendors on the app? Is there a reason why that was included or that was allowed?
Sorry, come again, I didn't get that.
Okay, so you replied that if you go there, you can have access to that information in the vendors category. And my question is, if I'm a guest, is there a reason why you guys allowed that? Like a guest goes to the app, can be able to choose the vendor category, go there. Even though I'm a guest, I'm just going to order, not necessarily going to be a vendor or something. Is there a reason why you allowed them to have access to the back end of the information on the vendors? Becca, you are muted if you are talking. I can't hear you.
Hi, Becca, we can't hear you. Okay, I would assume that Becca is having a little bit of a network issue. Hi, Becca, can you hear us? Does anybody else on the team want to speak to the question that was asked?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good afternoon. I
Good
guess my
afternoon,
network is
Rhoda.
bad.
Yes, our network is bad. Good
Yeah.
afternoon, Rhoda.
Okay, so, all right, thank you. To answer the question, as a guest, you only have access to the home page. You only get to see what the platform is all about. You are restricted to that area alone. But once you are signing in as a customer, you have access to the side of the customer. But as a guest at the development area, you only have access to the homepage alone. You don't have access to the vendor, neither do you have access to the customer, except you sign up as a customer. Before you have proper access to the other areas for the customer. Then if you're signing up as a vendor, you have access to only the vendor area.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Rhoda. Hi, Portia. Does that answer the question?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Portia.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Eugene. Hi, Eugene. Do you want to speak to Group 56 projects?
Yes, definitely. I mean, my first startup started as a food delivery company, so obviously I
Yeah.
cannot miss commenting on this one. Yeah, so I think first of all, just out a question, because we didn't see the whole actual ordering of the food parts and how that part looks like. I want to know, are you handling like things like logistics? So like when I order food, is going to be delivered by the platform, like how Jumia Food and other Glovo and stuff are doing, or is it purely just reaching out to the vendor and the vendor figures how you get your food?
Sorry, please come again. I didn't get you.
So I was asking about like the whole logistics part of it. You did mention you can order the food. During the demo, it wasn't really demonstrated. So I wanted to know, like, when you order the food, is it going to be delivered? Are you going to have like actual delivery, like infrastructure in place to get it delivered, or is it just going to be between the user and the vendor negotiating on how to get the food, or going to get the food themselves or something?
Okay, thank you for that question. I think when she was presenting, by mistake, due to the network, she wrongly mentioned that you can order on the platform. That's not correct. I guess that's due to the network. So you cannot place order on the platform. The basic reason for their platform is just for visibility and the awareness, right? So now, if I'm coming to the platform, I'm just basically going to be able to search for vendors around my location. That's what it is for. So as a vendor, we are helping them with this visibility because not all local vendors like and their restaurants have that much visibility and awareness. So this platform is going to help them with this, and we have some tools in place that would help them with this marketing and all, which was stated in our unique value proposition, right? So you cannot place order on the platform. So what we are doing basically is more like connecting the users to the vendors around them. So you can easily access any vendor around you, or even if you change your location, you can easily see food vendors around you again, restaurants around you when you want to place order and see, and also be able to check for the reviews that are being sent already. So that way, it's more like a community, right? You can always use it to, yes, that's the basic reason for the platform, not to place order. That is our own unique value proposition.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think then that clarifies a lot of things because initially I thought it was like a food delivery platform where you can order for food and all. So now based on what you are saying, meaning is purely like listing of the places and people being able to view and get details of the places. Then that will bring me back to what's
Exactly.
the business model behind it as a business. Obviously I'm not sure it's going to be like a non-profit kind of thing where you're just listing for free. Are you charging the vendors to be listed on it, or are you making money in terms of thinking of it as like an actual business? How is it going to be like business wise?
Okay, so we are looking at a tiered feature sort of. So now, if you have, there are some certain features that would be assigned to each package, right? So if you are able to do, for the first package, if you are able to at least use a little of our marketing tool, you can be able to, let's say the first packaging, when you use 3,500 for subscription. So if you are going to use that particular tool, it will help, that's the first package, right? So if you as a vendor, you're coming on the platform, you are aware that you would pay this certain amount because we are going to cover the whole marketing aspect for you. So you'll be able to reach beyond what you're going to reach normally. So that's where the business aspect is. How we tend to make money from this is there are some features that you'll be having access to as a vendor. So that's the part where the business comes in. But you can use there's also the freemium part, just the basic part of it, which is you can use certain features on the app. But if you want to use other features, that's when you now get to start subscribing, and that's where the business comes in.
Okay, last follow-up question on that. Since now there is a part where as a vendor I might have to pay to be listed on the platform and you'll be doing some marketing and whatever. As a vendor, how do I directly see the return on investment? How do I see that the customers I'm getting are coming from you or they are just coming from random customers? Because in your platform, there is no straightforward way. It'll be like you are ordering and I'm seeing orders, and I'll be like at the end of the month, I'll know that 1,000 orders came from you guys. But this is a situation where I can just search and see the vendor, see his or her phone number, see the address, and I can just now close the app and call the vendor directly or walk to the vendor and place my order. How will you be able to measure, as a vendor, be able to measure that, okay, you guys brought me 1,000 customers or 1,000 orders within the month, and I'm actually paying for these customers or these orders? I think that's my last question.
Okay, so can you hear me, sir?
Yes, we can hear you, Rhoda.
Okay, so on the platform, where we have the vendor side, there's a dashboard that shows you the analytics on how people that visit your website. So that way you can easily track the numbers of people that click on it, the people that get to send their reviews. So from that place, you can easily track and know the number of customers you are bringing to you. So there is a dashboard that covers that, where you get to see it in real time.
Okay, thank you so much, Rhoda. Thank you, Eugene, and to all the judges that has spoken on this project. Hi, Flora. I can see that your hand is up.
Okay, so I just want to put out this question. So for me as a user, what would make me use this product rather than just going to a platform where I can see the food and still make the order on the spot? Like I can still place an order and they can deliver it to me. So what exactly is the feature that is going to attract me to your platform rather than just going straight to global chow deck and seeing the food and placing my order?
Hi, Rhoda. Do you want to speak to that? You're muted if you're speaking, Rhoda. Hi, Rhoda. You're muted if you're speaking. Okay, so
Sorry,
okay, yes,
so sorry.
I can hear you now, Rhoda.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, thank you. So basically, like I mentioned earlier, we are mainly focused on local food, right? So basically, once you get on the platform, it links you to the restaurant, right? So now, aside from the other platform that you mentioned that you have to like place order and all like that, our platform is sort of different because it is mainly for local food. You get most of the platforms you compared us to, they are not focused on just local food. So we are bringing visibility to these local restaurants, right? So some of these restaurants also have a platform whereby most people are not, whereby they are not being reached. So with our platform, you can easily get to know those vendors around their restaurant around it that they are not even like known. So that is where we come in, right? That is the difference. Also, from the platform, you can easily drop, you can easily check through the reviews that have been dropped. So you get to see how well these vendors are already doing due to the reviews and feedbacks they are being given by the customers. So that would inform that, okay, I can actually place my order. I can actually visit this restaurant. It is really known and it has good recommendations from people.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, judges. Thank you, Group 56, Rebecca. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Very quickly, we'll move to Group 50. I hope that Gabriela is ready, and we'll wrap it up with the last group, which is Group 74. So, hi, Gabriela. Are you ready? I can see your face. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Good afternoon.
Good
Are you
afternoon.
ready for the presentation?
Yes, I am. Thank you so much. Good afternoon,
Your
everyone.
time starts now.
Okay, great. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to the judges. Thank you for this opportunity. My name is Gabriela, and I'll be presenting on behalf of Group 50, and I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. Please give me a feedback if you can see my screen.
Yes, Gabriela, I can see your screen.
Okay, thank you so much. Like I said, my name is Gabriela, and our product overview is this. You have been hacked. You wake up one morning to find your account hacked. Your personal information is compromised, your accounts are breached, and your identity is at risk. This scenario is all too real for millions of individuals and businesses worldwide who fall victims to cybersecurity attack every year. We have figures to prove this. Our solution is a gamified cybersecurity education platform, a gamified web app with interactive and engaging features that will educate and engage consumers and businesses in learning about cybersecurity measures and online safety to protect themselves from potential threats. This is our MVP. So like we said in the introduction, we are trying to make sure that individuals and businesses are educated when it comes to cybersecurity, because you would agree with me that a lot of persons have fallen victims of cybersecurity attack, not just only young adults, but also children and also senior citizens. Our platform is to see to the fact that these people, these age ranges, can actually learn cybersecurity in a very fun and interactive way. This is our landing page. And here we showcased our features, one of which is the free bite-sized lectures. We keep them motivated by encouraging them to keep playing by using streaks. We also give them rewards for each completion of each of the tasks you have, or for each of the quizzes you have. You get a reward, which will make you go into the leaders board. This is going to motivate our users to keep playing the game. Now, in terms of the industries, in terms of businesses, we understand that for each businesses, there are different ways that cybersecurity they can be cyber attacked to their platforms. So we decided in our product that we are going to streamline this training for each of the departments. So here we have different departments that we could cater for. So all they have to do is, as a business, you come here, you register for your team. We have sessions to treat your team. Now we understand that some businesses will be skeptical. You are a new product in town. Why should we use you? What makes you different? Why should we use your platform? So we've decided that we'll have a free team demo. We'll have a demo to show these companies what we are capable of doing. Also, we have communities as well, where people can actually share what they are going through and get real-time response to their problems. For example, I come online and I'm like, oh, I just experienced something like this. I had a suspicious email. What is this? What should I do? And there are people in the community that would answer to you based on their own experience as well. We have the FAQs as well, and we have a couple of other features that we're looking at going forward. So how do the users start learning, right? We understand as well that individuals might be skeptical again that this is a new product. So we decided to implement a marketing strategy called fear of missing out. And we created this CTA that users should be able to actually interact with the platform even without signing in. And here is the interaction. So we have tags like this that, oh, this is a tag, this is an example of a particular email. Identify if it is actually a phishing email or not. So as a user, I have to ask her if this is a phishing email or not. or I verify if it is not. So for example, this one is a phishing email and all I have to do is this. It gives me a prompt to tell me that I'm doing a great job and I should continue. So for this, it's also giving us a progress to tell us that you have 5 quizzes to proceed to the next stage. So I'm just going to quickly fill out this just so we go ahead to the next stage. And I'll be open to other questions.
Hi, Gabriela.
Hello.
Yeah, so you had 4 minutes and your time is up. So I'm just going to hand over to the judges. If they want to see
great.
more, that would be
Alright,
lucky for you. So the first person I'm calling, hi, Paul, are you still with us?
Okay, yes, I have.
Yes. What did you think about Gabriela's project?
Gabriela, this is a question, especially now that cybersecurity is a big deal. Ideally, so it's quite an interesting one. But the only question I have is this particular app. What range of people are you, or what range of users are you looking at having as regards this on your platform?
Okay, so what our product is trying to cover is for different age range. Like I mentioned, we are looking at the children, we're also looking at the young adults, and we're also looking at the senior citizen. So each of this age group have a particular feature that speaks to them. For example, on the platform, we have a particular feature called the Family Crash Course. Now, this Family Crash Course is something that parents can watch with their children to educate them. It comes in interactive videos. Parents can watch with their children to educate them on cybersecurity. Also, for the senior citizen, we have a feature called the Senior Citizen Initiative. Now, we understand that most of the senior citizens, they do not even understand how to navigate the social media. So that initiative is speaking to gathering people, volunteers that will come together and go into locations and speaking the dialect of these people to teach them about cybersecurity. So they do not keep falling victim of someone calling them and telling them, oh, give me your ATM card, PIN, and all of those stuff. So we understand that those people might not be able to interact. They are not tech savvy, but we are also trying to use our platform as a platform where we can start an initiative where people can actually volunteer, go into those locations and teach them.
Thank you, Gabriela. Just in case some other judges want to make their input, why did you specifically target cybersecurity? I'm curious. It's a beautiful one, but why cybersecurity? Why didn't you? Did you hear me?
Say that again, please. Sorry.
So I said I'm curious. Why did you specifically target cybersecurity? Why didn't you delve into another hot trending topic?
Okay. So we decided to go into cybersecurity because we figured out that there is this vulnerability in terms of that aspect. And from our research, we also found out that businesses suffer a lot. And this is not just only about finance, right? It's about even personality. Because imagine a celebrity going into a facility and a medical facility, imagine they were diagnosed with HIV, for example, and such information got hacked and it's in the public. The person's reputation will be at risk as well. So not just only about finances, every other thing attached, right? It's involved in cybersecurity. So we believe that if we can try our best to solve and curb cybersecurity, and then again, there are not a lot of cybersecurity education going on. Many people are not even aware of this. When we made our research, we were able to gather figures on that many people do not even have idea of what cybersecurity is. And this is what prompted us to solidify our assumption and carry out with our projects.
Thank you, Gabriela. It's obvious that a lot of careful planning went into this. It's a solid one for me. Well done to you and your team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Gabriela. So I'm just going to be handing over to Lady Omega. Hi, Lady Omega. What did you think about Gabriela's project?
Hi, Gabriela. Thank you so much for your presentation. I must say, I'm really, really impressed with what you've done, from the UI to the onboarding to the thoughtfulness in your content, etc. It's just that in the beginning, I thought it was targeted towards kids, but I realized that you're actually targeting quite a broad number of people who are interested in studying. My first question to you is, what sort of application is this? Is this supposed to be a web application or a mobile application?
It's a web application, web app application. We decided to also, we understand also that people are more, when we made our research, we figured out that people are more handy with their phones, and there is an intentionality to make it mobile. But for the sake of our MVP, we focused on making it a web app and also have a responsive to it.
Okay, all right. When you were curating, how many lessons qualify somebody to be educated in cybersecurity when they sign up?
Okay, we had about 8 courses, and each of the eight modules, and each of the modules has about 3 courses each. So by the time you're done with that course, you can move on to the advanced challenges, which is going to be a paid platform. This is one of the ways where we hope to make our money as a company.
So the 8 modules are free in the beginning?
Yes.
Okay. Who in your team curates this content? Or where do you get your content from?
In terms of design?
No. In terms of how the courses are curated, your models.
Okay, we had cybersecurity members on our team, and in conjunction with the product designers, they came together and curated the courses after making proper research as well in terms of what cybersecurity courses should actually entail from beginner stage to advanced, intermediate and advanced stage.
Okay. And then my last question is, you spoke about targeting businesses who want to be educated in cybersecurity. Is this the same interface they'll engage with, or there's a different interface dedicated to businesses?
Yes, there is a different interface dedicated to the businesses, which is the shielded for teams. Due to the time frame we have, it's not something we currently focused on in our MVP. But moving forward, it's something we want to work on as a team.
Okay, I know I said this was my last question, but do you plan on going live with this?
Definitely, absolutely. We hope that we are able to develop the product more than this and make it something that everyone can benefit from.
All right, I'll speak to Oyin Damola and see how we can make this work, okay?
Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay. Thank you so much, Gabriela. Thank you, Lady Omega, for your feedback. So I'm going to take it from Ru. Hi, Ru. Good afternoon. And what did you think about Gabriela's project?
Hi, yes, so I had to jump off a little bit, so I missed the beginning, but overall, really, really good work with the coding, it seems. Design maybe could be improved a little bit, but it's great that you should actually manage to build the actual app. So yeah, very impressed with that. And maybe you, because probably I missed it, but maybe you can just reiterate a little bit about the business model. So what's the plan in that regard?
Okay, in terms of the business model, we have a series of value proposition and every other thing attached to the business model. I don't know what specifically you want me to speak about in the business model because there are a couple of things, but I'm just going to focus right now on the revenue streams. So one of the revenue streams is the subscription model that we plan to have. The subscription model is going to open the users to more advanced challenges and special rewards. These special rewards will give them an extra edge in the product, in playing the game and also winning. This example, for example, is our shop platform. Here they can buy things that will help them advance in the game, also help them to join a league, and also make them to join the leaders board as well. So one of the ways we are going to be making money is actually getting them to pay for things like this. They can get extra hearts if they run out of hearts. They can decide to freeze their streak. They can also get a hint pack. So in case they get to the quiz and they do not have an idea about it, they could use their hint pack that they bought from us to give them a suggestion, to give them an idea, like something for them to just get a hint about the question. And also there is also the mystery box, which they can also buy from. Another thing is also we created an opportunity for us to get people to sponsor, to run an ad in our platform. For example, here we have 6 months intensive fellowship. Imagine that Tech for Dev actually created an ad with us. This is how it's going to be shown on our platform. We are hoping that a lot of people are going to be engaging in our platform. Hence, it is going to be a very good avenue for people, companies, other companies that are somewhat related. For example, Tech for Dev is related to cybersecurity because they offer such a course, and they can run ads with us and we can get money from that. Another way too is partnership and collaboration, as well as the training sessions with the SMEs, the divisions of different departments of businesses, sales, and all the likes. Also, in terms of our key partners, we're looking at cybersecurity experts and professionals that would need this platform to help educate their students. We are looking at educational institutions for collaborations. We're also looking at government agencies for the regulation and guidance as well. We are also looking at the marketing agencies as well as our key partners. We have other value propositions. If you want me to speak more on that, please let me know. And we also have the customer segment as well. But I have my slide. We have the business model canvas. If you want also, I could show it on the screen right now.
Right, no, that's fine, totally, Gabrielle. Thank you for that. Just a quick tip. It sounds like you have a lot of ideas, which is great, like in the beginning and a very, very early stage of a startup. Of course, that's helpful. But I'd really suggest to focus on more on one direction first to really figure out the business model specifically. Like, for example, even here on the screen, just instead of like having a buy now button, okay, how much does it actually cost, right? Just think about more about the details and not just about the wide general type of things. That is my main tip, just to be a bit more clear in regards to, okay, this is the first product for the MVP, this is how much we charge, and this is how it works. But yeah, otherwise really nicely done.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gabriela. Thank you so much, Ru. I'm going to take feedback from Angela and then Olaoluwa before we move to the final team, which is team 74. I hope that Catherine is ready. So hi, Angela. I was going to call you.
Thank you. Hi, Gabriela. Really wonderful work. I am 100% aligned and in agreement with you that cybersecurity is an area that a lot of the African audience need more education and enlightenment about. But my major question is this. I was going to ask about the business model, but someone already asked that. How do you plan to overcome some level of user apathy? So when I mean user apathy, it's a genuine need that a lot of people in this room and a lot of people maybe in tech circles understand is a need. How do you plan to reach out to people that are not yet aware that cybersecurity is something that they should really be learning more about? Is this question clear?
Yes, please. So for us, we thought about channels where we could use to push this product, and one of which is the social media platform, which a lot of people are currently using today. And it's easy for you to get a wide range of people to notice your product using the social media platform. Another one is partnership with actual communities. Partnership with actual communities, organizations really can also help us, can also be a channel to push our product as well. And also, we also considered having online advertisements like TV advertisements and radio jingles just to help us push our products. And the strategy we considered is not just having text and having just normal flyers that can preach this product to people. We thought of having a more practical experimentation of what we try to mean. One of the ways we considered is having a 3D animated video that we can explain exactly what happens to people when such a thing happens. One of the scenarios we thought about is having a young child go to school, not knowing what to do, plays a game online, puts his information, thinks he has a friend online, communicates with that friend about his movement, only to get kidnapped at school. So this is one of the many scenarios that we will consider making as a video content that people can easily relate to it based on their situation.
Awesome. I think you're headed down the right path. Yeah, you can look into, apart from social media, I believe, think around ways to try to hack. I don't know if hack is the right word, but hack virality, so that if this is something people are referring to others, if this becomes something that people are talking about, yeah, it can spread more to an audience that is outside the typical audience that this kind of content might appeal to initially. Thank you. Well done to you and your team.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Angela. Just like I said, we're going to take feedback from Olaoluwa before we move to the final team. So hi, Olaoluwa, are you still with us?
Hi, okay. Yeah, I think this is sort of like a very cool project. That was my first thoughts when I saw it. I think that you have so many ideas, and really, and from a product perspective, when you have so much ideas, the best way to sort of like analyze is first to think about what can really become a real business. What are customers willing to pay for? And what are customers going to use so much as first? So I guess like from the first part, I want to ask you what your business model is, because you probably just have an idea of what you think the business model is going to be. You're still very early in this product. I think like, yes, trying to hack some sort of virality whereby you give all the age ranges of people that you want to target to sort of like use the product and see what this would end up looking like. I see the direction of, this being even like an open source project that people can come and just integrate from. This could also potentially, you could also potentially sell this to businesses. But you need to sort of like write like a PRD of all the things that you think and all the directions that you think like this product can be, and sort of explore which one works and throw everything to the wall and see which one sticks, and you begin to just develop on that. But from a general point of view, I think this is a really cool project. You just have to sit down and think, okay, what is the best way direction to go with this project? Is it to build something that businesses can integrate for their customers to test them? Or is this something that you want to sell to companies while they're doing, maybe to train staff or to train, or do you want to give it as something that parents use to train their children while about, like, it could be anything, right? So just like you thinking about that and trying to see what exactly works and what customer is what building for in terms of like who would bring the more revenue to the business. Yeah, so I just wanted to share feedback on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Gabriela. That was a wonderful presentation. That was a wonderful presentation. Thank you so much. So you can stop sharing your screen now. You can stop sharing your screen now. Our last, yes, you can please stop sharing your screen and you can turn off your video. Our last team to present today is group 74. Hi, Catherine. Are you on the call?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Catherine. Good afternoon to you. Please share your screen and your time starts now. 4 minutes, please.
Thank you. Okay, please, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen, Catherine, except that you're sharing your... Yes, I can see your screen now.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Enyunia Catherine, and I'm representing my team, Group 74, on the K-Code Capstone project. The K-Coats is an online business store that sells fashionable products ranging from men and women clothing, shoes, and also variety of accessories. The business has been functional on WhatsApp platform. Hence, it's limited to a small scale of its target audience and not able to showcase a wide range of its products. In order to go above these limitations, K-Coats proposes an e-commerce website with all the In order to go above these limitations, K-Coats proposes an e-commerce website with all the basic functionality of a website, alongside its unique value propositions, which are a virtual styling, disability assistant, and an integrated order tracking system. Now, this is the map site. But permit me to say I'll be showcasing my Figma link for the products because the functionalities of the product isn't fully implemented on the MVP. This is the K-Coats proposed e-commerce website. Now permits me to use a scenario whereby Mena, being a user of the website, is on the website and she logs in into her account. Now, Mena has an event to attend to, and she doesn't have much time to spend on the website. So therefore, she just needs a specific dress for the event she has. Now, she decides to use the virtual styling. Now, being that Mena is a female, it brings her to the section where Mena has to choose her body shape. Now, being that Mena's body shape is a triangle or a pear shape, she then goes to her body size, and Mena is a medium-sized lady. And then her skin tone, she's a dark complexion lady. For her height, she's a 5'10" lady. And then for the occasion she has to go for a dinner. Now we're actually waiting for the recommendation of the website for Mena. Now this is what the website has recommended for Mena that could suit Mena for her body tone, for her occasion, and also for her size. Now Mena can add this to her cart, and from her cart she could process to checking out, or she could just save it as her favorite. Now the second scenario whereby Mena feels like, oh, it's a new month and I think I have to do a whole lot of shopping. Now she has to shop like varieties of products. Mena now has to go through the category sections where we have the men clothing sections, the women clothing sections, the accessory sections, and then for shoes. Now here Mena can actually add to carts. She could also add any to her favorite if she wants to. Now when she's done with the selection, exploring all of her options on the category section, and this is the cart section where Mena has to check out. This is the summary of what she has selected so far. Now there's the checkout section. Mena is required to fill in her details, her shipping details, and choose a courier options of her choice. Now this is a card payments section where Mena is meant to fill in the information of her card and then choose also, and here she can save the credit card information for next time shopping. Now the payment is being done. Mena is being sent a mail of notification that her order is being processed. Now, being that K-Coats provides an incorporated order tracking system, through her account, Mena can track her orders. Now she knows when her order is being processed. She knows when the courier service picks up her order. She knows when it's on the way. And then she knows when her order has arrived in the state where she is located at. And then she knows when her order has actually been, this is when the order has actually been delivered. Now, when the order has actually been delivered to her, this is what she gets. And now back to the home section. This is what we have, the trending sections, the best-selling section.
Hi, Catherine.
Yes, can hear you.
Hi, yes, so your time is up. Right now, I would like to hand over to the judges so that we can hear their thoughts and we can wrap up for the day. So I'm going to start with you, Eugene. Hi, Eugene. What did you think about Catherine's project?
First of all, I'll say very like nice design, even though we've not seen the actual products yet. I think one of the judges earlier on made that comment, so I think that should apply for everyone. But nice design so far. I think the UI kind of resonates with what you guys are doing with the branding, like as a fashion e-commerce and everything. So big ups on that. The other comment, or should I say question I'll ask is based on what you guys presented, I'm not sure your exact unique selling point, but like the unique selling point I was trying to deduce from your presentation was the whole onboarding phase where the user was selecting their body size and some specific things, and the store kind of personalized and recommended some things for him or her. I was expecting you to kind of explain exactly what's happening background in the background over there, like selecting my body size, selecting that, selecting that. Are you using some sort of AI or some sort of recommendation engine to match up some specific thing? So maybe you could have just been a bit clear on that. Then the last question, maybe so that I can answer them together, was the selecting of the body size bit. I don't know, maybe if girls or women it's easy to be able to determine that, but like how easy is it for me to be like, okay, my body size is circular or triangular or rectangle? Maybe just as a feature, due to how now we have a lot of things like AI and a lot of these advancements, you can use some feature to help these people who don't know their body type to be able to detect that type. Yeah, just maybe that one is just a comment or a suggestion. But the main question is exactly what's happening after I select those options during the onboarding and I get recommended. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the question. Okay, the idea was actually trying to implement AI. So like I said, it's fully not implemented. But that was what we thought about. We're like, what would make our own e-commerce website different? So what can we offer to this K-Food website? Because every website you see, you can actually add to cart, you can actually place your order. Even some website has most of the things. So we decided to go with the virtual styling. Now, an AI is meant to help with that section. That's just the whole idea of it. An AI is actually meant to help with the virtual styling, whereby if a user doesn't have the time to be exploring, since you just have a particular event in mind, I just need a cloth for the dinner or for the wedding I have to attend, or for a meetup I have to attend. So she can make use of the virtual styling. And we actually gave the aid here where using these figures here, you can actually know your body shape. Like the triangle on it here, this actually shows someone that has an oval shape, whereby you know what your shape looks like, looking at the figures here. And then you choose your body size at the end of the day. So the idea here is an AI having to implement this for us. So that's what we had in mind when we did this.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Eugene. I'm going to take Mustafa's feedback. Then yes, we can have your feedback through. Hi, Mustafa. What did you think about Catherine's project? Hi, Ango. Are you still with us? I can't hear you. Hi, Ango. Can you hear us? Okay. I'm just going to take Ru's comments before we go back to Mustafa. So hi, Ru. Yes, we're ready for your feedback.
Hi, yes, thanks for that, Catherine. Just a couple of quick questions. For example, are you aware that you actually have two rectangles on the screen? If you scroll back down to that.
Like down here?
Yeah, when you were showing the selection to select the body type, you actually two of them are different images, but the same description. Was that intentional?
think that should be a mistake because this is meant to be an inverted triangle, whereby the shoulder part is bigger than the waist streamline.
Okay, you don't need to explain, just say, okay, that was a mistake. So just pointing that out as something to pay attention to detail. That's all. Because that's I'm here to do, right? I'm here to point out things that could be improved, not just to stroke people's ego, right? So overall, yeah, great idea, great execution. Apart from the fact that, of course, you didn't actually build the stuff, so you only got to the design part. In regards to design as well, you received some compliments in that regard. As I would say, overall, it's not bad, but there are particular issues with UI. Like for example, when you click on the virtual styling thing, and the way these buttons pop up, the male, female, that is not a UI pattern. That is usable. So very much invite you to reconsider that. There's like it's not a good UI pattern. That's all I have to say. So I suggest kind of improving on the UI a little bit more and thinking about other ways, how just small details, just small tweaks, right? Nothing major, but those things are important. Another thing I can also mention is the CTAs should always be action verbs rather than nouns, right? So for example, virtual styling, you wouldn't typically find a CTA like that, right? You're aware what I mean by CTA?
Yes.
Yeah, what call to action, exactly. Good. So yeah, so instead of virtual styling, for example, you could change it to style me or something like that, right? So just the action oriented, so then people actually are more inclined to click. So just another small tip. But yeah, otherwise, great job. Just really would like to see the actual product, because if you don't get to the final result, because the goal, right? The goal is to build a product. If you don't get to that goal, then you fail. Unfortunately, in my view, that's just how I have to evaluate it, right? Because you have a certain amount of time to execute, and if you miss on that for whatever reason, then you failed at that. So that's just something to keep in mind and think about, maybe, what you could have done, how you could have simplified it in order to get to something that you can actually deploy, and then instead of showing Figma, show the actual site, right? That's just a quick tip. But yeah, thanks for that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ru, for the feedback. Well done, K3. I'm going to have feedback from Portia now. Hi, Portia. Are you still with us? Hi, Portia. Can you hear us? I think that you're on mute. I think there's a little bit of network issue here and there today. Hi, Flora. Are you on the call with us? Hello, Flora. Can you hear? Okay, so let me confirm that our judges are no longer on the call so that we can call it a day. But yeah, well done to you, K3. Okay, yes. So just like I guessed, they had dropped off due to one network issue or another. But unfortunately, we would not be able to wait because we already have the final team for the day. But I would just want to say well done to all the teams that presented. Like I said, you guys did amazing, and I hope that we take the feedback and we actually run with it. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the call. I'm referring to our judges now. Thank you so much for joining the call. Thank you, Anjola. Thank you, Olaoluwa. Thank you, Mustafa. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you, Jethro and Michael. They had to drop off early during the call. Thank you, Lady Omega. Thank you, Paul. Thank you so much, Paul, for joining the call. Thank you, Portia. Thank you, Bruce, so much for joining the call. Flora, I was unable able to introduce Flora today and Portia and Olaoluwa and Ru, but then we have time because we will continue this again same time tomorrow at 10 a.m. The session would begin at the same time that it began today. But I just want to say thank you guys for joining the call. We're going to have more judges on the call tomorrow, and we hope that we'll have another amazing time tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining the call. I see Ife, your hand is up. Please do not unmute your mic. You can please chat me up privately. We need to call this session off right now. Thank you so much, judges, for joining the call from the depth of my heart. On behalf of Tech for Jeb, we just want to say thank you for your time. Thank you for your insight. Thank you so much for joining the call. So without further ado, we'll be calling it a day. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining the call. I hope we had an amazing time. We'll continue this again same time tomorrow, and I promise you it's going to be as amazing as today was. Of course, the teams that are presenting tomorrow should take all of this feedback and then go and work on their project. Of course, we had a lot of feedback. I'm sure that you guys were listening. Please take the feedback and go and work on your project so that they don't have to address the same things that were addressed today. They don't have to address it tomorrow. But I must say thank you so much, guys, for joining the call. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.